playing that, and I'm like,
good use
nice.
for your bone
Where do you
infection.
find that game to play it?
Wait.
It's on Steam and Good Old Games.
Why couldn't I find it on Steam? I looked.
It should be. It was like on the front page when it came out. In fact, it broke Steam. I was part of the cause that broke Steam.
Abby, when you cook your
Abby, why? Why did you do that?
I do remember that I saw apparently after people had done a bunch of the.
We are live, right?
Yeah, we're
playing for Baldur's Gate 3.
Maybe we should
the
play
devs
D&D.
came back and were like, hey, we averaged like what were the most common things for people to choose on Baldur's Gate 3, and it turns out it's like sort of a bland human man, and we're really disappointed.
Abby, I said when you cook, you leave your spoon in the pot, don't you? I can tell because there's a burn mark on the handle.
Yeah.
From where it was. You've got the like mark of shame.
Leave my spoon alone. It's perfect.
Your spoon has scars.
Uncle Roger.
It's religious for a reason.
The wooden spoon hasn't been used in cooking in over a decade.
Hiya.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you guys, as somebody who has moderate experience of people with Chinese accents, Uncle Roger is just not authentic.
It's a good thing he's a character.
Yep, fair enough.
Who's Uncle Roger?
No racial stereotyping over here.
Uncle Roger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's a British comedian's character.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly thought of that guy
like from like the
Jackie
40s
Chan series.
No, it's a YouTube. Like, it's this guy who does a bunch of comedy stuff, and one of his characters is Uncle Roger, who's like stereotypical.
Very
like follows all the stereotype. Yeah.
Chinese, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, some probably Chinese.
It's like,
I want to fight.
You don't use salt, use MSG.
And all the time he's like, hiya.
It's terrible. I am inimitable. I am an original. Sorry, I'm doing spamming on Discord. Do the spam.
I see.
Jolie, do the thing.
Anyway, yeah, cool.
I haven't had that in so long.
You got anybody on the strem? Let me just check.
Strem. Me, Jodo, and Loves.
Okay. Let's just crack on. Welcome back to the Dysfunctionals, the ongoing mighty adventurers of this D&D group, who are my dear friends, and yeah, we are in the midst of a brutal combat, as can be seen on the scren. In fact, there needs to be music.
Hold on to your boots.
Hold on to your butt.
But you know, don't let me distract you. But there is an opening theme, and I'm gonna arbitrarily play it now. Yeah, that one. Holy hell. These people are just uncontrollable. King Casma 107, holy hell. Thank you so much for joining us. You have followed the stream, and we're very grateful to you for that.
Hello.
Cool. That's crazy.
I thought we had the titles going.
He must have followed during the titles. I mean, they're not very long. They're like 30 seconds. Yeah. Oh, Pikachu isn't in the actual shot for the stream. There he is. That's amazing. Cool.
Pikachu needs to
Poor Pikachu.
Move him down a bit. There he is. Cool. Last time, you lot were fighting bandit leader Trag Ironturnt, who had been terrorizing the roads and woods around the town of Farenloth that you're currently in, helping Ella on a mysterious quest to uncover the murder of her longtime friend and fellow temple compatriot, Mara. You are in the midst of combat. Many of these foes lie fallen, and you look like you're gaining the upper hand, but there are still some up. Kyro, it's on you. Here you are.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, let's see. I'm going to run down the side of this cliff, and on the way, I'm going to try to body check this dude off of it.
Oh, heck!
Oh yeah!
Okay, that's a good start. Let's make contested athletics checks. Excuse me.
All right. And I will expend a superiority die for that. Unless, I mean, yeah, I think I have to roll it before I know the other number.
Okay.
All right.
You can use a superiority die on athletics checks then.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is an 18.
18. Oh yeah, that's going to be. He hasn't rolled that high. You turn, you run towards him, and woof! He gets knocked back. Because it's against his will, I think opportunity attacks don't happen. Is that right?
Yeah.
How would he get an
Yeah,
opportunity attack?
I mean, I'm talking about
Oh, Nuru?
Leaving
Nuru.
the space, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
yeah. He didn't use his movement.
Yeah. So he's gonna fall. It's about 20 feet. So that's. Is it 2d6 per 10 feet of falling damage? Is that right?
Yep. Up to a maximum of 20d6.
Okay, so it's 4d6 as he goes
Holy.
collapsing down the. Oh wow! How many hit points?
That's when you
9,
hit maximum velocity.
Okay.
Yeah, it's terminal velocity.
Nice.
You just wham! He falls down the cliff.
Bitch! And he's gonna run down. He's gonna run down the cliff.
He does. The bandit kind of goes poof, hitting the ground on his back with serious impact. A cloud of dust bursts up, and then a moment later, in front of his prone body on his back, you 3-point land in front of him.
Or on him, whichever.
Yeah, he is on the ground.
Nice. And then I'm gonna dash over here and get behind this bandit captain.
Okay, so that's just about enough for your turn then, to
Yep.
move down and to get over there. Very nice. Cool. That is a neat little turn. Ella.
I'm like, behind you, jerk!
What? Over here, you guys might remember Arthrin and Ella were facing off against this bugbear, who's actually like getting freaking wrecked.
It's a hobgoblin.
Oh, sorry. Hobgoblin? Did I say hobgoblin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
a goblinoid of some kind.
Hobgoblin.
Large goblin
But
man.
so are bugbears, for that matter.
Yep.
Bugbears
You know,
are technically
well.
related to goblins.
Hobgoblin it is. So what are you going to do?
So I'm gonna toll the dead.
He's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh my god, the wisdom saving throw. Natural 1!
Yes.
So you got to roll that damage. It's a cantrip. You are freaking level 7, so it's 2d12, is it not?
2d12.
That's
It
crazy for a
definitely is.
cantrip. That's ridiculous.
11 points of damage.
Holy hell. Hang on. Let me check. Oh, yeah. You hear the resounding bell. Arthrin is standing in front of you with a sword. It's been 2 weeks of this world's time, but in the game world, Arthrin's just thrown his sword across and carved across this creature's chest. He's staggered back a couple of feet, and then there's a dong inside of his head. You guys know in like Shadow of Mordor, where you like make the orc's head burst, that basically happens.
Ooh.
Yeah, just his head just explodes into little fragmented pieces. Arthrin standing there with his sword turns around to you, Ella, like, nice.
If anyone else, there were 5 hobgoblins.
Right? Yeah. Oh, got it. We are on the same wavelength. I'm with you. Anything else you want to do? That was your action. There's a movement as well, if you want.
I can do a bonus, can't I?
A bonus action, indeed.
So, yes. If I remember correctly, Arthur got hit.
Let me just check on that one there for you. Arthrin, I don't know. I believe, actually, according to my record, he didn't. Like, he was holding his own against the hobgoblin, I think.
Cool. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Like, he did pretty well. Like, you've been impressed by how he's been kind of, like, deflecting the club of this creature, and he's made a couple of hits on him. He was actually holding his own.
Okay. Fab. All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Less people for me to heal them. So I will do my movement.
Where are you going to go?
And let's go through. Hang on. Where does that get me? There.
There?
I will go there.
Off you
There.
go.
I will move.
Run.
Off my dot.
There you go. You run across and you can see just a swathe of dead bandit bodies, a giant kind of wasp hovering around behind one of them. There's still glittery energy from the other summoned wasps that have been... Oh, what was it? Was it giant wasps?
Yep.
Yeah, they are still like in the process of
bad
disapparating, having been hit by the other bandits. Unless there's anything else, we'll end your turn there. Okay. Oh. You doing anything?
Can I was about to say, can I see if anyone's really hurt? Because healing word is 60 feet, so I should be in range to
Yeah, so there's plenty.
for anyone.
I believe
everyone's in range for that.
Yell's been in the wars, I believe. So you can see that there's...
Yell and
There's a 51 out of
Kyro
76.
look like they've been cut up the most, I think.
Yeah.
Brüz is entirely okay.
It's because you're selfish, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yell.
Yeah, I mean, the duplicity itself is not taking any damage either.
Cool. Good. Okay, I'll boop Yell up. So healing word to Yell.
First level?
That's second level.
Okay. 2d4. And you're a life cleric, so you get lots of extra shit.
Nice.
All the extras.
10 points of healing.
Yay.
10.
10 points. You take that healing, boy. And with that, as you feel the radiant energy from within you revitalize you and give you strength, you are inspired to take action on your turn. What is it?
Yell grins as the revitalizing energy takes hold, spits out a little bit of blood that's left over in his mouth, looks at the gladiator in front of him, and is going to make an attack, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
That is a natural 18 plus MacGuffins, so...
Yeah, that's going to hit. Yeah.
Plus 6, 24 on the first one, so then a D8 is 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 2 because I'm raging is 13 points of slashing damage.
13. Let me take a look at this. Oh, wow. He is up to exactly 100 hit points taken, and he, my friends, is still alive.
Wow.
In which case, second attack.
Go for it, my friend.
Because I get 2.
You do, you crazy barbarian boy.
That is 12 plus 6 is 18.
The gladiator is going to use his parry reaction, increasing his armor class.
Am I blessed?
Oh,
Yeah.
you are.
Oh.
Okay, so his
Add an extra 2 onto that, making that a 20.
Okay, so his armor class increased to 19 with the parry, but with your bless, you hit. Crack on. Amazing.
Nice.
That's what we like.
Everyone's entered there.
Hashtag bless.
Another 13 points of slashing damage.
13.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, how do you want to do this?
Yay.
Definitely just grin, spit out a little bit of blood, first hack into it, and then the other one, exact same spot, just hack in and carve into the side of his body, leaving like a giant gaping wound.
Yeah, jump once. You kind of hack and you feel the resistance of the flesh, but also the armor that you're kind of cutting asunder. You go again, you end up halfway through, you feel the kind of ribs kind of give underneath the might of your blade of Magic Willie, and he collapses to the ground, bleeding profusely.
It looks like a walking
my
stick being
sword.
wielded by an old man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're
Still an
Yep.
old man.
Yep, I'm an old man.
Yeah, freaking heck.
I removed the walking stick from his body, turned to the one next to me, and just grin.
Oh,
You're
fuck!
next.
Oh, fuck!
And you appear to have taken no damage too,
Oh shit! Yeah.
because as an old man, you don't actually show wear and tear. So you spat out blood, but you don't show any damage. So you're like
Yeah.
this grinning,
shit,
white-faced old man.
Like invincible, immortal elderly man.
I just assume you're a god avatar.
And not the only one.
Is it Bahamut?
There's another one right behind
Yeah,
him.
Bahamut does like to go around being an old man.
Okay, let me just get a general view of what's going on here. Yeah, these bandits are pretty much done. There's only 3 of them left. 4, sorry.
Well, 4.
Yeah, this one is gonna stagger up. He sees all of his compatriots who are dead on the ground, and he is going to use the rest of his movement and his action to dash. So that's 5, 10, 15. He gets there. And then he dashes to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He ends up about there. This one is, for the moment, kind of focusing on Eirys. Oh, crap. That zoomed in quickly. He's going to step forward and he's going to swing twice with... It looks like he's got a crossbow, but he's actually got the club in his hand. He's going to swing twice at Eirys. Natural 5 for 9. Natural 18 for 22.
The second one hits and I will uncanny dodge.
Okay, so the incoming damage on this is halved. Just bear with me. I need to check how much damage a thug does. Okay, yeah. 5 points is halved to 2 because of your uncanny dodge. You might not have, you know, lots of HP, but you know how to reduce the incoming damage. This last one is going to use his action to disengage and then use the rest of his movement to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He ends up just fleeing down the road. Running away. Yeah. That is the bandit thugs. That's all of them left. Your red half dragon.
Attack of opportunity against the guy.
He has used his action to disengage.
Oh right, sorry.
No. Trag is dead. Eirys.
I'm gonna stab the one between me and Kyro. I'm gonna try to.
Okay, the captain. You can.
Yes.
I mean, surrounded. Advantage.
Natural 20.
Crack on. So,
And an 18.
Holy hell. Okay, so it's a natural 20, so you get crit damage, but that applies to your sneak attack dice as well. So this is going to be quite a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's
So you roll
doubled.
the dice, double them, my friend. Sneak attack crits are amazing.
Yes,
Rogue
they're
criticals.
probably
This is
among
the best day ever. I know, right? Good birthday. Okay.
The poor character has 3 hit points left.
Just 3 ones on 5 die. The other one was okay. Right. A 1, a 1, a 1, a 4, and a 3.
Okay.
7, 10.
All your dice
So
damage.
10 double 20 plus your modifier.
Okay. What's your dex modifier again?
I'll have a look.
Good, I know that.
Plus
20 plus your
4.
modifier. 24. Pretty decent, friend.
Let me just check this.
I mean, it could have been so much more, but it's pretty
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
You know, these days, recently I've been taking to not just
amazing.
rolling my dice and doubling the score, but actually rolling double the number of dice, just because of like,
Oh, yes.
particularly when you're a high level rogue, you can like roll 10d6 dice for 1 damage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll do that next time.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always have that option available to you. So yeah,
That's
Okay, next time I'll do that.
good
I'm
action.
guessing he's still standing and absolutely fine with his paper cut that I just gave him.
He's actually like that's a big wound. He's
Stabbed him good.
he is what old school D&D players would describe as bloodied after that blow.
Nice.
Got it. And then the other one, I would just ching with my dagger,
Okay, the other one.
like a tonbow. Literally natural 20 again. I shit you not.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Wild.
it's only, it will basically be 2d4.
Yeah,
Because
it's
just
2d4
Yeah.
because it's crit.
But
that's
still,
Yeah.
that makes me feel better again.
Yeah.
A 2 and a 3, so 5.
5 points.
that's more than it could have done on its
Yeah.
own.
That's right.
Yes.
That
Yes,
crit made it
at
do more
maximum.
damage than it could have done beforehand.
You
I
see,
can't. I like this dice. I'm keeping this dice. You say that.
you see that Kyro is kind of like looming behind this captain. Kyro almost like makes the bandit captain just check behind him, and as he does, you just thrust forward and you make several inches into his chest. As you do, you kind of duck, move around, and thrust forward with the dagger. It pierces the other bandit in the kind of upper right shoulder, and yeah, they're suddenly like, oh god! It doesn't look so much like they're gonna win this anymore. They're starting to really panic. The bandit gladiator is dead. Brüz.
Okay. First of all, the spiritual weapon will float over to this guy.
Which guy?
Is that a bad guy?
That
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Can't-
There he is.
And between Kyro and
Yeah. So there you go.
so that is going to take a slam upon down. Was I blessed by Ella?
You are, yes.
I believe I was.
Yeah, you've got the icon there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put a D4 under that.
There's a little wavy line that indicates that you're blessed.
Oh, perfect. So that +7, so unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. Roll the damage.
Let's go back down here and double check. 2d8. 1, and there's another one. There. Okay, nice. That is
Arthrin's up next. Nuru's going to be after Arthrin, so just think about what you want to do.
3, 8. 8 plus 4, 12 force damage.
Okay.
And
nice.
then Brüz is going to cast Mold Earth right in front of this guy down here,
Okay.
and is basically just going to erect a 5-foot walled box, like up and around in front of him.
Nice.
Like he'd be able to climb out in the next turn.
Yeah. So it's just a 5-foot box
Just
of earth.
suddenly a box appears around him.
You know, he's fleeing, so like he'll have to make a dex save to avoid tripping over that.
Running into it, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No. That is Brüz's action and bonus action, and his movement will be to remain perfectly still like a rock.
Yep. This bandit that's running past is not getting any single sight of you. He's fleeing. This bandit captain is badly wounded. He sees this strange magical object like strike him across the face. He is going to... Oh, crap. Yeah, they're in full panic mode. All of their friends are dead. And these are not the strongest ones. He's going to, again, disengage and flee. Sorry, guys, this isn't particularly exciting. It's just them running away.
No, it doesn't have to be. This is what
They're
makes
trying
sense.
to run away.
He's getting away, leaving this guy, but who tried to take a strike at Eirys, kind of succeeded, but not really. Suddenly, you're very alone and very scared.
He made the right decision.
Oh, Nuru, the wasp that you have summoned,
Yes.
has a turn. There's one left.
Oh, hey.
What's the stat block for it? Giant wasp. D&D 5e.
Whoops.
No, I got it. What would you like to do? You've got 50 feet of flying movement, which is a
I
fair...
haven't been controlling it directly, but
Oh, really?
I mean,
Is it...
roll a D.
Was I...
D4.
Was
Yeah,
I...
see which bandit it
it,
tries to
it
kill.
follows my commands if I give any, but otherwise it acts according to its nature, and all I did was
You
tell
just
him,
commanded it to fight the
"Yeah!"
bandits.
You commanded it to... Okay, so I can take over for that if you want.
Yeah.
It's going to buzz over here. I've forgotten what I did last time. It will buzz over here and just kind of wail on this remaining bandit. It's going to roll for a sting. Remember that a couple of the bandits that are currently lying on the ground, they're not dead. They're unconscious and paralyzed by the giant wasp. He rolls
Ooh, fun.
16, which is going to hit a bandit thug, I believe. Yes, it absolutely will. It's going to do 8. Oh, yeah, it is 8 points of piercing damage on the bandit straight away. And the bandit has to make a con save against the venom of the wasp. The bandit rolls a natural 6, which is not enough. He's going to take a full 3d6 poison damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more points. Oh my god, it does it again. For the third time this combat, this guy is paralyzed and collapses down to the ground. Eirys and Kyro, you just watch him go and just jerk out with its abdomen straight into the bandit's back. He face plants into the ground, straight into the dirt. and he's paralyzed. You don't know if he's alive or not, but his body is rigid as hell. Cool. Arthrin is going to take a step out here. Oh, hang on. Okay, regard my last wrong. He has taken 4 points of damage. I'm sorry, I just missed it where I recorded it. Not enough to really warrant healing, though.
Basically fine.
Yeah. Arthrin is going to... He's going to attempt to hide behind this stump. Rolls a natural 14. Let me check Arthrin's stealth modifier. Stealth is +5 for 19. Yeah, 19. He rolled a disadvantage because of the armor he has on, but still had a 14 for 19. That beats the bandit captain's passive perception, which means that this arrow is going to have advantage and thus qualify for sneak attack. The Ranger Rogue boy is learning. He's learned how to fight. Yeah. His training is handing off. Oh, no, it's a natural 5 and a natural 7 in the end, even the training.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
14 against Bandit Captain. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait. Oh, hell. Arthrin is blessed. Arthrin is blessed.
There you go. There you go.
Holy shit. Ella. I love you.
You did it, Ella.
It bumps it up to 16, which makes it a hit! Oh my god! Arthrin does.
You saved his self-confidence.
Yep. It was a natural 7 and it still hit the bandit captain. It's D8 for the longbow. It's a D6 sneak attack damage. Oh, the creature.
Colossal Slayer.
Yes. Because it's taken say that's an extra D8, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Holy shit! 2D8 and a D6. Oh, no way. Okay. 14. His dexterity modifier is an extra 2, so 16 points. What's the maximum HP of a bandit captain? You guys are too busy focusing on other things, but Arthrin kind of runs out from the tree where the dead hobgoblin's body is, and it's headless, just lying against the rock face. He slides underneath the stump. He pokes out with his bow and arrow. He sees the fleeing bandit captain and goes straight through the bandit captain's neck, and he collapses.
It's like the start of Skyrim when the guy's like, "You're not taking me." He just runs off.
You're not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Anybody else feel like running? I've played that starting mission too many times, guys. Cool. That is Arthrin's turn, and I'm proud of my boy. Nuru.
Yeah.
Nuru, you are a giant moose. Look at you.
Okay.
You're majestic.
So, who is left that is still alive?
There's a guy over there and a guy over here.
All of the people up on the cliff. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah. All of the people up on the cliff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one guy
Do
running
you
away.
think it's possible for me to jump off the cliff and land on that guy?
What?
You can certainly try.
Because I feel like that might kill him if I dropped a moose on him.
You can certainly try. It would be an athletics check to propel yourself off of the cliff.
All right.
How good is
Moose at athletics? Let's find out.
Rule of cool. Take fucking advantage on it. Do it.
They don't have a specific.
But you have a +4 to strength, so I think.
But I do have a +4 to strength.
It's not a crazy
plus an
plan.
advantage because this is cool. And the first roll is
Roll again. Take the higher.
16, and then the second roll is 25.
There you go.
Oh my god.
25.
Wait, 23. Sorry.
Just go sailing through the air like an anime opening.
So let's think about this. If a
giant
if a small car fell on someone, guys, how many damage would it do?
Death.
Well, it would be equal to the change in momentum. So it's the mass times the velocity of the moose coming to a sudden stop on this person.
Yeah. Because you absolutely.
And she's probably going like.
What if we just double your hit die and roll back?
Okay.
That's how fat
like if we used it like a.
This was a
attack.
suggestion.
Why don't we say it's 5d6 plus your strength modifier? Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
Okay, which is 4 plus 4. So 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All of them.
All of my d6. So that is. Oh, there's several. There's 2 6s in here. And a 1. And a 3. And a 2. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage plus 4
For 22.
is 22.
Yeah.
Points of moose on this guy.
Yeah, you fling yourself off of the cliff. It's a majestic bound, Bambi style. You careen across. You close the gap. The velocity of your charge off of the cliff is such that you just go zoom, and just clatter into him. You stay on your feet as you do. His body just rolls into this cliff over here, crushed and broken, and that
And she's like,
is mad.
and she tries to wipe her hooves off on the grass because that's gross.
Nothing like a bit of bandit puree.
Roll for hoofs wiping, please.
18.
Yeah, good job. That's a good job. You feel like you got most of it. There's a couple of coagulated bits in between the clefts of the hoof, but other than that, you've got it. You got it nailed. Nice. Everybody has spoons in their fucking hair. Anyway,
What? I don't know what you're talking about, James.
oh my God,
This is
Kiro.
a strange conversation.
First rule of Spoon Club is don't talk about Spoon Club.
First rule of Popo's training.
Where's ours?
What are you talking about?
You can hear the sounds of arrows being shot and of a tremendous from over here somewhere. You
just looks around. The guy he was gonna kill is collapsed on the ground, so he's going to turn around, see that guy, and be like, "Close enough."
Yep.
He's gonna run and go to kill him.
Yep, he's in the process of fleeing.
Right, dude.
I'm gonna say that he's kind of distracted by that mold earth that just went straight in front of him. He's like, "Whoa!" Rule of cool, take advantage.
Okay.
That mold earth had to have been for something, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just like make him pull up and stop for a second.
Yeah, in the process of doing so, he kind of loses momentum. He's focused on grabbing his footing. So you run up to him. You've been in this position long enough times to be able to make advantage of it, which is why you have advantage.
Yeah, I have buttons for a reason. I should use them.
Hold your shirt closed.
There we go.
Oh my God, it is 23. Hang on.
Holy crap, that's a lot of dice.
So it's 9 points. You don't forget your sneak attack.
Yeah, I'll roll that.
Go for
I wanted to see if it hit first.
It does. It very much does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So
How's that?
Yeah. You kind of rush behind him and just thrust with your dominant hand into his back. He goes, and at that point, yeah, you almost have enough space to grab him by the shoulder and hack again.
What does he go like again?
I mean, with the offhand, I guess. Are you gonna go with the
Yeah, I
offhand?
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's not dead.
He's still up, just about.
I'm not dead yet.
Let me go home to my
And
mom.
he does need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on a sec. This depends on whether or not he hits. Do you know what? Thugs have an armor class of 11. They're not hard to hit. You do so. He's going to make a con save. Oh, okay. So nat 15 for...
I believe that's safe, so he'll take half of this damage.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Or, actually, I think I have it so that...
Well, the weapon does damage, and then there's
Sick.
additional poison on top, isn't there?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to take 2 points of damage from the poison.
No, it's 5. It's already halved.
Oh, okay. Does that include the modifier?
What?
Does that include the modifier? Because you've got two-handed fighting, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it God damn it. He's actually still up. He's actually still alive.
Seriously. All right.
Yeah, if he had failed that con save, he'd be dead. But yeah.
It's fair. It's Ella's turn.
It is. Ella, you kind of see all of this stuff happen. There's a whiz just from your behind left as Arthrin's arrow pierces into the bandit captain over here. There's a tremendous crash on the ground as a giant moose flattens.
Ella,
Yeah.
I was just sorry. I was just gonna be like Ella and Arthrin were in the best position to see the moose thing.
Yes.
She's cheering. She's cheering about that.
Arthrin holds up a card with the number 9 on it.
Ella holds up 10.
Ah.
Okay, right. So we've still got this guy, haven't we?
Just that guy. That's pretty much it.
Just that guy. All right then. Well,
Get that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm gonna do my favorite and do Toll of the Dead.
Yay.
Wisdom save. Oh, natural 16.
Oh, well, that's
Just rolled high. I'm sorry.
weird.
Anything else? You got movement. You got bonus action.
I got bonus action. Kyro was looking a bit beaten up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, heal it. Boop him with a healing word at 2nd level.
Nice.
Okay.
Ten points of healing.
Very nice.
Nice.
Good work. Seeing that your Toll the Dead spell doesn't work, you kind of clench your fist in frustration, and then you let the healing power of Helm flow through you. You hear a whisper in your ear, everything is going to be all right. And it releases, and Kyro's wounds heal a little bit. Yell.
Well, I did tell him he was next. So I'm going to run up.
Oh, Crumbs, did you get knocked down
So,
last time?
You got up again.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Never got knocked down. I was surrounded a bunch.
Okay.
Never knocked down.
Yep. So, yeah, you're able to 5. 10.
Old man rushes up to him, and I'm going to make 2 strikes with my magic bully.
Go for it.
Natural 15 plus 6 is 21 on the first one.
Roll the damage.
And natural 20 on the second.
Okay, you can roll damage on both of them. That's great. He probably would have died on the first hit.
Let's see how badly this goes.
Yeah.
Let's just see how.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the first one is 6 plus 2 is 8. Oh, 24 plus 6 is 30 plus 2. 32 points of slashing damage in total.
Okay, so you run up and you just rend with my magic willy and you hack off his right arm. And he goes, "What?" and he kind of like is falling into unconsciousness. His cry is falling off by the time you turn around and twirl and behead him with the second blow.
Told you shouldn't have messed with me.
Nice.
Yeah, that is all the threats neutralized, even as they were deciding to flee. It was already too late for them. We shall finish that music. Great. Welcome back to being outside of combat. That's a whole load of bad guys. I'm going to have to talk to you guys after.
We've got to get the head.
I have a thing.
Yes, yeah, sure. It's over to you guys. I'll talk to you about XP after the end of the session.
All
We
right.
need the bodies.
Yeah,
Loot
Kyro's
the bodies
going
and make
over
sure we
to
find
Eirys
Trag
and ask
Ironturnt's
for her
face.
help to,
Yep.
loot them and find the missing
Already
area.
doing it.
But I want advantage because I'm still inspired by Yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Out of character, I say that.
Do it.
Okay. Plus are you a D8 now, Yo?
I am a D8.
Okay.
You're actually a D8.
He's an 8.
Can you not tell?
This whole time.
He's been a D8 this whole time.
Can you not tell?
Holding this.
Investigation.
I am 2 pyramids.
DM, am I rolling investigation for finding the thing?
Yes, if anyone wants to loot the bodies, they can roll investigation. I will deal out rewards depending on where you are.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to look for
We're
Trag
gonna
Face's
turn
face.
back from her
Okay.
moose form now,
Okay, so you're
And,
reversing back.
and also dismiss the bees after telling them they did a good job.
21.
You form back into your feline tabaxi form, and as you do so, you see the single remaining wasp kind of float towards you.
I will give I will give him a little pat on the head and say, "Good job, good job."
It kind of waves its legs around and
Okay, you can go home now.
yeah, he kind of shimmers and then just fades away. Excellent.
Well, he's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What was the investigation roll, Kira?
21.
21. I'd say on this body and across the rest, you pick up a grand total of 67 gold pieces. On the bandit gladiator was a pouch hidden on the back of his kind of armor plating on his leg that was between the armor and the leg that contains 10 platinum pieces in addition. Cool.
So what was the total of money? Also, he's specifically looking for that piece of jewelry that was missing that was on that flyer.
Oh, yeah, with that roll, you will certainly... in fact, you know what? The jewelry isn't on any of the personages of these bandits. But you feel like they may have a stash somewhere nearby. Like a physical place that they keep all of the stuff that they have been, like, kidnapping. Stealing. So that's effectively... Brüz... I'll say with that investigation roll, I'll say that you help Kyro as you collect all of that coin together. But you also surmise that these 3 bandits here, which I'll take X's off of just to make it clearer who they are not actually dead. They are paralyzed and unconscious and stable.
You can tell us where the gold is.
Yeah.
Tie him up.
Did she say this?
Leave them naked.
I mean, she says we should tie them up so they can tell us where the gold is.
Yeah.
Brüz,
Much less
Brüz,
exciting.
Kyro's gonna start tying up people.
Brüz
Okay,
molds
yeah.
earth. Brüz
Leave
molds
them in just
earth,
their undies first.
stands them up and buries them up to
You want
their
me to
neck.
strip them?
Okay.
So I know there's a bunch of bodies up on the cliff
Yes.
that could be investigated. So I'm going to cast jump on myself, which triples my jump height, and I'm just gonna like wing up there. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure, definitely. You're able to do that without much problem. You
Boing.
expend the spell slot and you jump up. Trag Ironturnt does not have a head. I'll say yell.
But-
It's easy enough for you to
But
find
I'd like
it at the
to
base of the cliff.
inspect their bodies for things.
Investigation check.
Okay. Alright, that's... That's 15.
15. That's good. So you take a couple of minutes. Trag Ironturnt's body is full of gore and blood because of the decapitation. There's an additional, we'll say, 20 platinum pieces on Trag Ironturnt's person.
Ooh.
The red half dragon actually doesn't have all that much. You find a journal on the red dragon half dragon's person. Amongst some other sundries, an additional 20 gold pieces between all of the corpses that are up here. So just to confirm, 20 platinum, 20 gold, and apart from their weapons, which you're happy to take if you like, there's a journal that the red half dragon has amidst his kind of person.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, so in the meantime, Yell, you have found Trag Ironturnt's head at the bottom of the cliff. To be honest, actually, was there a bandit that was kicked off the cliff here? If so,
Yeah.
the head is a bit squashed, but it's still recognisably Trag Ironturnt. Yeah.
Eirys, we might need this for proof.
There you go.
Bag.
What is it? Is it his head?
His head. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just takes it and puts it in the bag. With a
Thank
nod.
you. The ones that are left alive, we should probably strip of all their gear, right?
Ah, okay.
So that
Was in the process of doing so as he's tying them up.
Yeah. So all of their weapons, each of them have like a crude kind of club, some of which have been adorned with spikes and other like brutal things, and each of them,
Baseball bat.
I mean, 2 of them do have crossbows, and they are, bear with me, they are
Kind of want one of those.
heavy crossbows, so they are considerable. If you know, it would take, I don't know, a rogue, I think, just has proficiency with hand crossbows, so would need additional training to use heavy crossbows.
He is a drow though, so he does have training in. I don't know if it's heavy crossbows, but he can use crossbows. I'd have to look it
hand
up.
crossbows for drow.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
What about fighter?
I'd have to check.
Yeah, you're a fighter as well.
It's
Oh.
like the pistol of crossbows.
Everything.
But I could exchange it for a better crossbow.
That's right. I mean,
Fighters
these
also have everything.
Yeah, fighters gain proficiency in all weapon types, I believe. So your levels in fighter will serve you well. You feel like you
I could use this.
Yeah, you could pick this up if you wanted to. It would take both of your hands, but you could use it.
Any weapons that don't get claimed, Eirys is going to put into her bag of holding.
So let's figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 clubs, including the one of the flattened bandit over here. There's a big moose-shaped kind of divot in the ground here now, from where Nuru flattened this poor bandit. So there are 6 clubs, 3 heavy crossbows. On the bandit? On the bandit gladiator, there is just bear with me, bud, because there's
They got bolts too.
There is a large shield, and actually this gladiator has been fighting with a sort of glaive-like spear. So you can Mary Poppins that into the bag of holding, just do putting it in.
How many crossbows were there?
The shield is it's large. It's like it seems to be something that may have been used by an adventurer at some point. It's kind of like got an iron ring that's got slats of wood, like and a single sort of metal. It's a large buckler that's designed to kind of provide protection because of how big it is. But this bandit gladiator has attached like straps of leather to it, and various sort of bandity, orcish sort of accoutrement. That's a great word. I love it. I'm going to use it. Yeah. So that's the shield that you can pick up if you want.
How many heavy crossbows were there?
3.
And one went to Kyro, didn't it?
I'll grab one.
Yeah.
For
So I'll
now.
put 2 in the bag of holding.
On top of that, weapon-wise, there's a scimitar that the bandit captain had. There is a rapier that Trag Ironturnt had, and the
Interesting.
The dragon had an axe, so it's kind of like a hand axe that you feel like if you were big enough, a great axe that's kind of reduced in size, such that it might be enough to swing with one hand if you were big enough, say a half dragon. So there's a bit of versatility in that weapon for him. Of course, it doesn't matter because he's dead. Because you killed him.
Does the rapier look like it might be like magic or anything, or is it just like super normal looking?
It's maybe not necessarily the kind of thing you'd necessarily be able to tell unless you've used it in combat or got it identified.
I'm just saying, is it glowing? Does it have big ass gemstones on it? Magic stuff.
No.
Does it look fancy?
Okay.
It looks like well made. So there's an element of sort of fencing about it, like a reinforced fencer's foil with a real sharp point on the end. Looks well maintained. I mean, from what you heard of what Trag was talking like, he was actually moderately well spoken, in a strange twist of what you might have imagined for a bandit leader. And obviously, as you put the head in the bag of holding, there was an element of well-to-doness and care given with his moustache and his sort of beard. It's what's it called? I learnt this yesterday on Elanata. A door knocker beard.
All right.
A door knocker.
So a beard that kind of comes around here and under here. But yeah.
Does anybody want the guy's sword? If not, I'm probably just gonna have
We
it.
could sell it.
I mean, it looks nicer than my rapier.
You want
If it's going, yes.
it? Okay, hand it to her.
Okay.
Takes it.
Make a note of the fact that you have Trag Ironturnt's rapier.
I'm also just adding Trag Ironturnt's head to my bag. Which is...
Oh yeah, I found a bunch of money on them, but I'm not very good at math.
Here, hand it over.
Mood.
She's like, just how many of us are there, and how do you divide that by 20?
Usually I just make piles and then, just keep doing that until all the money's gone.
Okay. So yeah, there's 20 gold and 20 platinum, but she's keeping an eye on you.
Okay.
Ooh,
She'll split it
Shadow's-
evenly, or whoever can.
Yeah.
Ella,
Yeah.
do you have detect magic at the moment? Just in case they
Uh,
got anything.
Yeah. I can do detect magic for you.
See if they're hiding anything around here. Or if any of the stuff we've looted is magical.
Yeah, that's
Always
true.
good to know.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I will do it as a ritual. So
Okay.
as
While everybody else is looking around
Yeah.
and stuff and looting the bodies, taking out the weapons, putting them in a bag of holding, Ella sits down and concentrates. While as she's doing that, Arthrin goes up to Yell and goes, "I shot one in the neck." Like,
Yell looks at the pile of corpses that were surrounding him.
Nuru's
That's
also
great, buddy.
going to start.
Great job!
Nuru's also going to start looking at that journal. Is it in a language I can read?
it's there's a bunch of different sort of scribblings in it, a mixture of common and can you speak Draconic?
No.
Okay.
I know common, druidic, and orc.
Okay. So there's scraps that are in a mixture of common and draconic. It seems to be detailing fairly mundane stuff that like a bandit would like take note of, like ledgers of how many coins like were obtained in a certain raid and how to divide it up. So there's a lot of sort of like maths and stuff. As about a few pages in though, there's a couple of notes that says, "This is frustrating. I shouldn't be here." And then you see a line that's been put through a couple of sentences that look like they're sort of like treating it more like a diary sort of thing. And then and then you open up to a prolonged sort of series of paragraphs that is completely in a language you don't understand, because you don't speak Draconic. That is my hint to the player.
Hey, any of y'all speak Draconic?
Let's look at it like
No.
Looks around.
Well,
why?
Cause I
No.
found that dragon-looking fella. I found his diary, and some of it's just like bookkeeping, but some of it's like, I don't know, stuff about him. I was just curious.
Huh.
I could potentially read it tomorrow, but I would need to prepare.
Okay.
Okay. So you have like a spell that lets you read stuff you don't know.
Tongues, I believe, or is that just a spoken one? Gotta look at it.
Comprehend languages.
Languages is the reading one.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, this was quite a big group of like pretty burly, like dangerous people.
Yeah, kinda.
To think,
I
just
know
2
we
months
are, but what
ago
about
they
the
were
enemy?
five dog.
Yeah.
I like that.
So they seemed a bit more than like your typical bandits. I've seen bandits and poachers and
Have you?
them types. Yeah, I used to hunt poachers near my village.
Huh.
Sometimes bandits, sometimes poachers. But these guys were tougher than usual.
Yeah, almost as if they I don't know. Is that what happens when nothing gets done about a bandit group? They kind of grow.
Yeah, kinda.
I guess so.
Often it does come with a particular insight from one more bold and cunning to draw many of the others together under a guide of poor choices.
Well, it's like they say, the biggest fish in the pond gets to be that way because it ate all the other fish.
And then people pay other people to get you killed.
The bandits that are kind of being propped up, I'm thinking of like earthbending style, Like, you know,
Yeah.
you can just see their heads
Yep.
above these kind of pyramids of earth that kind of surround them because of Brüz's mold earth.
Did I even need to tie them up? Who knows?
I mean, they're tied
No.
up underneath.
Just bury them up to the neck.
Yeah, that's what Brüz did.
They're very unconscious. Like, they've just taken like lethal amounts of damage, and part of like the wasp's venom paralyzes them for a long old time. So they're going to be there for hours in unconsciousness from what Nuru knows of those wasps. And that's something that you'll be able to freely communicate to the party. With regards to Ella's 10 minutes that they are spent, it kind of flings out, and you see that your companions radiantly glow, either because of the inherently magical blood within them or the magical items that they are wearing. Kyro and Eirys glow from their feet. Yell glows as the rage fades. Yell's kind of interior sort of purple glow intensifies, and Brüz just emanates a warm kind of wave emanating from his cloak and from his rarely sort of swung in anger mace that swings at his side, attached to his belt. You're unable to really kind of get much because dirt blocks this spell. But there may be something under this patch of ground. It's difficult to tell.
On them?
Any of the stuff we've already
as in the ones that
No,
Brüz,
all the stuff you've looted is on their person. I mean, let me show you on the map where Ella is currently. So here, this patch of ground. Ella's, you know, you're not sure whether or not it's like, don't know. You feel like there may be something strong underneath the ground there, but that it's it's blocked off by the earth. Also, as you, I don't know if you'll necessarily be able to detect things that are in the bag of holding because it's in an alternate plane.
I mean, you can tell the bag
You'd
of
be able
holding
to detect the bag of holding.
The bag of holding is glowing, but the stuff within you don't know because it's already been put away by the time the 10 minutes have elapsed.
It's elsewhere.
Eirys has got Trag's rapier equipped, so she swapped it with her own.
Oh, okay. Trag's is, the rapier that Trag was holding is glowing.
Oh, nice.
We're all so
Eirys
pretty.
gets a magic item.
Oh no, without even knowing it. She doesn't know yet. Ella hasn't done anything.
Nope.
She's there like,
don't want
nice,
it.
nicely crafted.
I'll take it.
No, she doesn't know yet.
She doesn't know.
I mean,
She's
It's
currently in
not
the
yet
process
been
of
revealed.
dragging
we can.
Trag's headless corpse down from the cliff to lay it in front of his comrades who are unconscious.
I also want to grab the Dragonborn guy's head at some point and just add
Put
it
it
to
on
his
Trag's body, really freak him out.
Does anyone suggest it to him? Because he wouldn't.
Was that Jody or Eirys talking?
I don't know.
It could be in character. I don't mind.
Two become one. Let me deal with this stuff one at a time. I'll tell this to Jody just so you know mechanically. Rapier +2.
Oh fuck.
With regards to
Damn it, Kyro.
with regards to the frickin'. Oh, I'm sorry.
Happens when you like
Is the
it.
Dragon Slayer sword of +3 on Dragonkin not enough for you? Anyway,
You have stuff.
You've got a fuckload of stuff. Yeah. You get the dragon down, and he's huge. It's easy enough for you to take off the head because your dragon slaying sword cuts through the flesh like it was butter.
It's okay. I'm not actually upset by it.
Yeah. You take the head off. You have it. It's massive. It is significantly larger than your average humanoid head. As is the dragon. He is 7-8 feet tall.
Wow.
So big guy. Ali, you finish the spell, and then you see kind of
He's
Nuru
shorter
struggling
now.
to read the journal. Anything you want to do?
Sorry, what? I see people struggling with the journal.
Yeah, so Nuru has kind of gone around people, and as you were focusing on the detect magic, something occurred to you that you put on the chat. I'm just giving you a chance to explore it if you would like.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, I'm with you. Sorry, I'm typing something as well. Yeah, I'll go up to Nuru and say, "Hey, Would you mind if I check that journal out? I think I can help.
Deanna?
Huh? What's up?
Ella's talking to Nuru,
Oh, I'm sorry.
asking if you want help with the journal.
Oh, sure. She'll hand it over. There might be some blood on it.
Oh, that's fine.
Most
We're
of-
used to that.
Most of it's on the cover.
She'll take the book, she'll sit down cross-legged on the ground, and she will do as a ritual comprehend languages.
Okay, so we'll say while you're moving the bodies around, it takes a fair amount of time. By the time Ella's finished this, the bandits are gonna possibly be in a state where they can be roused. But while you're waiting for that to happen, Ella, you take a look, and again, it's similar scribblings all the way through. Most of it's been scratched out. Some of it's been used for just general sort of like bits and pieces, accoutrement, keeping track of things. There's a couple of symbols in there that reveal to you the name Tiamat crops out. There's a couple of attempts to recall prayers. And again, a lot of those are kind of dismissed.
So Tiamat and prayers.
Now then, Queen of Evil Dragons. That one.
With regards to, you get a few pages into this. You turn a page. It says in Draconic, "Fuck it." You wonder if that's the end of the book. You turn the page to see this.
Well,
I never read it, even though Eirys has no idea.
Well done.
Well, we can assume that Ella may communicate this to the rest of the party. I don't know. It's up to her.
Oh, she would.
will she?
She would.
Just read it aloud to us all.
Would you like
She
to?
would, yeah.
Nice.
Would you like to read it, or would you like me to? Or would you prefer?
Well, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yay.
First of Python. I know I told myself that I wouldn't write this down, but it has been so many months. I need an outlet. My new companions aren't the kind of people I can talk to about this, and it weighs so heavy on me. Oh dear. It must be expressed in some way. A year ago, when I started enacting my plan to steal a dragon hatchling from the plane of fire and raise it as my own. You should never do that. I never realized it would lead me to scratching a living with these stinking fools. Trag Ironturnt. He exists only to trouble small-time merchants and petty adventurers. I, however, will change the world. Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I may have been thwarted on the Trine Mountain, but the portal is now open. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Thanks, Tiamat. I have at least done this for her. It was dangerous, and the kobolds were scattered or destroyed by the spells. Poor kobolds. And maybe the plain old temple might have ruptured. But it doesn't matter. If I can't have a dragon of my own, then at least the next best thing would have been achieved. Dragons can now fly into this world through the portal unchecked. Oh, bloody hell. To control them, those magnificent and glorious beasts, that chance is gone. But perhaps this is what Tiamat wanted. Perhaps this way I am kept humble. I am kept in training, and once I have proven that I can hold my own against whatever beasts enter this world through the portal, Tiamat will will call me to power, as I know I am destined to. I pray for that day to come soon. These bandit raids offer some distraction, but I am destined for far more glorious and less smelly pursuits than this. Well, yeah, this isn't good.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
So portal, huh?
Mhm.
As Ella reads the journal, Arthrin, if no one's particularly paying mind to the head, he's picked up the head and he's starting to.
Now Kyro just has the head.
Okay. Is Kyro okay with Arthrin taking it and then mocking it, kind of like opening and closing the mouth while
He
Ella
doesn't
reads?
do it. Whether or not he minds is a moot point. He does nothing to stop him.
Okay. Rare. I had an evil plan. Now I got ahead of myself.
Wow.
You know,
Oh,
a year ago this would have repulsed me, but this is what you people do. Anyone want it?
Well,
Wow.
yeah,
This
you
is
make
what-
light of
this is
things
what
so
you-
that it's not as scary.
Yeah.
You're the people that do this too now, Arthrin.
Well, apparently so. Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
so
Uh,
right, so we killed the fucking red dragon on the mountain. We came straight down the mountain, spent like a few days, and met a black dragon on our way to Trine.
Oh yeah, he probably came through the portal or something.
Either did he do it
That-
straight after, or did he do it before we killed the red dragon?
Mhm.
He must have literally gone.
I mean, this
straight
has a
to-
date on it,
Used
right?
The portal
First of-
to get
first
the
of-
dragon.
So,
First of something.
you think maybe he just left a portal to, like, where are these dragons coming from?
It
He's-
must be somewhere in that area. There's no way he could have gotten that far.
No, I mean, like, where does that portal open to? Because a portal goes somewhere, right?
What, the
Yeah.
red dragon from the fire plane? I don't know if.
Well, I mean, but there were other kinds of dragons showing up.
Black dragon. That was.
That doesn't live on the plane of fire. I don't think it does. It doesn't
Wasn't
sound
it
like it would.
acid or something? It was firing at those wyverns.
mhm.
Mm.
And me. I can
that
confirm it
sounds
was
like a
acid.
black
Yeah, that
dragon.
was acid.
Wow.
Is there an acid plane?
Probably.
Brüz might know of that one.
To Brüz,
Well, I mean-
I don't know if you'd call it a plane, but it's certainly another dimension.
An acid dimension.
Well,
Okay.
I know there's like
Yes.
elemental planes, and sometimes they cross over with ours because ours is like all the elements all mixed together.
Wait, is there just like a plane of dragon? Like
Can I
dragon
make a
plane?
history
Not
check
that
to know
I've
if-
ever heard of. That's why I'm
make a history
asking.
check
Yeah, I can.
for seeing if he knows anything about why the dragons are no longer on material planes.
Yeah.
And where they may have been banished to.
Mhm.
That's a 16.
Oh, yeah, Eirys wants to do that too.
Ella's gonna do it.
I mean, I might as well think about it, but I'm not.
She knows nothing, Jon Snow.
Dragon
But
of the
say,
Yellow.
is this
What
a
kind of
history
check
off?
is this to try to figure out?
Are we doing a history off? Is
This
this
is-
a history off?
This is what DM's
23
called
for Ella.
dogpiling. Oh, Jesus, okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god. This
Everyone
is
wants
a
to
history
try to
off right
figure
now.
out if they know anything.
Nuru doesn't know anything.
That's fair.
She didn't go to school for this.
I did go to school for a time, so.
Eirys just got a headache.
Okay, Brüz, I'll say Brüz is vaguely aware of, like, a generation ago, about a generation ago, maybe between 1 and 2 generations ago, within Zendron's lifetime anyway, where there was a series of events around dragons kind of returning to the material plane, and there were battles and there were hunts, and it was looking pretty dire, but something happened to prevent it. This looks like an attempt by some, perhaps a lone agent, by the fact that he's traveling with a group of bandits, to kind of bring them back in some way that is haphazard, and that is, not particularly well planned, and that has, I mean, I don't know if you were with the party when they were beating the last dragon, but yeah.
No, well, Nuru wasn't, but she knows what this says because it was read out loud. So she's like, so this idiot done left the door open.
We could just
And-
ask him where it is.
Sorry, can I get a check on
Why would
what...
he tell us?
Sorry, I'm just going to jump in. Can Yell tell me what his history check was? Sorry.
16.
16. You're going to recall something similar, that there was an event a generation ago. In fact, actually, your mind is sparked again because you've made a connection between those events and Zendron before, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
So yeah, your mind is reminded of that, and maybe if you wanted more information about like where these dragons were coming from, or where they were banished to, anything like that, Zendron might be someone worth talking to.
Sending!
Definitely want to know about this.
Okay, you
I'm
can
going to
send
use my last level to cast Sending to Zendron.
Very good.
What are you gonna say?
Hey, Zendron, random question. Where did the dragons get sent to when they all disappeared / got hecked up? Cool, this is Yell, thanks, bye.
To the word, that is 25. A moment passes.
I'm surprised that it isn't Venteeth or Nihilus. Well, that was a long time ago. And Morgatha dealt with the lords of that shit. I seem to remember that the dragons were sent back to the plains where they came from.
Is her a word?
God damn, he made 25 words last so long. Zendron says the dragons got sent back to the planes that they originate from. So,
Cool. So
it
the
could be a
dragon
portal to
planes.
any goddamn plane, if not a rotating one.
One portal
Maybe
that goes to
do
all of
that.
the...
I actually
Well,
thought that
whatever
all
it
the
is, let's
dragons
call it the
came
dragon
from one
plane, right?
plane.
Brüz.
Hmm.
Brüz. Can you bring this asshole back so we can ask him some questions?
Not right now. In the morning, I
Okay.
would be able to.
Let's do that in the morning.
Let's
Also,
another head then.
Ella,
my-
that
Yep.
like don't tell lies spell, the truthy woothy spell, do that on him too.
Oh yeah.
Truthy
Oh,
Weef.
Zone of Truth. Yeah, sure.
I assume it
Okay.
works on dead people.
Yeah.
I can do that for you, no problem.
Yeah. Ella, you make a connection in your head that just based on the kind of time frame of what's been going on in that journal, he's clearly written this down subsequent to all of the events happening, and he said that he didn't want to like write it down, so he's been putting it off for a while. The truth is, it's been a number of weeks since your adventure in the Shrine
Excursion.
Temple, since all of that happened. It's been weeks since you travelled down, hunted the gnolls. So it's been maybe a month or two since you came across this dragon and his kind of group of kobolds and killed this baby dragon. Somewhere between 2 and 3 months. So somehow in that time he has attempted to open up a portal, and apparently kind of succeeded in a sort of haphazard, badly organised way. And apparently dragons are able to get through this sort of multi-dimensional sort of portal somehow.
Okay.
In terms of like all of this other stuff, like I think I don't know if you were specifically thinking about the dragon sort of stuff from the last generation, but all of the stuff that's occurred to everybody else occurs to you. And, you know, it does occur to you that Zendron is very, very, very old enough to have been alive during the last time that dragons were around.
Okay. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans.
Did Ella tell everybody else about the magic under the magic dirt?
She was getting to that. She was going to ask Brüz for his help.
Okay.
Brüz.
Yes, Ella. What could I do for you?
You can do mold earth, can't you? You can.
Yes, I'm well connected with the earth and can
Fantastic.
shift it for you. What would you like me to make? Would you like a statue of yourself? I think I could do that.
Well, something as that is.
And he starts molding earth into a statue of Ella.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm getting a statue. Cool.
It's a little puffier in the hair than Ella's actual hair, because Brüz has a hard time
Artistic
doing
freedom.
hair. Yeah, kind of like a comical afro kind of thing.
How good is the statue?
This is an awesome statue, Brüz. Thank you. I love it.
No trouble at all. Oh,
now
I'm terribly sorry. What would you like?
So there's this patch over here that when I
Yes.
detect its magic, there was some sort of, I think, the glowing. I think there's magic possibly underneath
a
the
magic
earth.
glowing. I do like the sound of that. Whereabouts?
Just over here, and she'll show him.
Brüz starts doing mold earth and just kind of feeling in the ground, kind of brings and unearths anything that he can feel under the ground there.
Hmm.
And
Ella's
just
gonna
starts
get on her hands and knees
sifting it up
trying to.
and sets it up on a little table. So it sort of shifts out of the ground and then spreads itself out on a little earthen table that Brüz builds beside the excavation area.
Okay.
An Ella height table because she's the one investigating this.
Sure.
She'll-
Okay,
she'll,
so
yeah.
all that happens. So we're revealing what's underneath the dirt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Within a few moments, with the help of the cantrip, a chest is revealed as the earth kind of moves apart, falling apart, almost like a parting of the Red Sea sort of vibe, except it's with earth, and crumbling away is revealed a wooden chest. How long does detect magic last? Sorry. Oh wait, you've
10
already
minutes,
you've already
so it doesn't
concentrated on
matter.
the other spell, so that doesn't matter. So you can comprehend languages, but you can no longer detect magic. It appears to be a regular chest fitted with a padlock at the front.
Is it a rusty one?
It seems a shiny, pristine lock. It seems almost new as you look at it.
Hey, anyone
That's
want to bash a padlock in?
interesting.
Love
could
to
Oh
just-
no, don't smash it. That looks very pretty.
Eirys pulls
Well-
her lockpicks out of her hair.
Yeah, there's no telling if we accidentally break something.
It could
I'll
be
help.
trapped though. Normally things that are this pretty are very deadly.
Yeah.
What do I add? Is it just my?
You add
dex?
advantage as well, because I'm helping
Oh
you
no,
out.
sorry. Is it sleight of hand? You add to it?
It's your thieves' tools, right? So it's dexterity, and because you're proficient, you're adding your proficiency modifier as well. So I think it is effectively just a skill based on dex that you are proficient in.
I rolled a 15.
Mhm.
My dex mod is +4. My proficiency is +3. So is it
22.
15
20
plus 7?
Yeah, so for 22.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Great. Cool. So I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Boo.
Oh no.
Check for trap.
We should have checked the traps.
Damn it.
I thought I asked somebody. Didn't I? Oh, damn it.
19. This is where
19.
James is
We did, Brüz, we forgot.
12.
3, 4, 5, 6,
16.
7, 8. The DC is 15. So if you've rolled 15 or
Yay.
higher, you have succeeded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hey,
6, 7.
19.
Oh, Nuru.
I did not.
Something happens to Nuru.
Okay,
Did
so
Did you say 15 is the save?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. I rolled 16 minus 1.
There you go.
I'm guessing. Oh wow, that's crazy. Arthrin
just
rolls a natural 2, so he's going to take all of this.
Oh no.
And
There is a magic enchantment on this lock. The chest itself, your characters are not aware of this, but it is completely fireproof. And the enchantment on the lock, unless it is disarmed by a specific word, casts a fireball spell. It blows up,
Oh my gosh.
and you take. This is an above average roll for fireball.
So don't even think we checked for traps. We would
20.
have picked up on that, would we? 'Cause it's
Indeed.
magic.
that's true.
Ella's
Well, I
detect
thought it
magic had detected the enchantment on the chest.
Oh, she would have known the school.
It was blocked.
But it might-
It was partly blocked
Might
by.
look like the chest.
It's fine, it happened.
It was
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Too late.
20.
Too late, I should have done a second detect magic.
You take
Perhaps.
31 points
Well,
of fire damage. Obviously, if you're a tiefling,
Ow.
it's halved, and if you've succeeded, it's
And I
halved.
succeeded. So I caught that.
Yeah.
Ellen's hair is on fire.
Nuru was at full. Now she's at 11, and she's a little bit on fire. And he's like, ah! And his stuff dropped rolling around.
Oh,
Was it 31?
So what was
31, yeah.
31 halved is 15, halved
16.
again is 7.
Yeah. So Nuru and Arthrin are both rolling around the grass like, ah!
I think it'd go as it rounds up.
Arthrin is
And then it'd go
fucking just about conscious.
How's that,
I run over and I
So 8?
give him a.
Okay, right. What have I got?
No,
Brüz runs an earthen blanket over anybody who's on the on fire on the ground.
Yeah,
There's
that's
three
fire,
there.
go to fire.
Okay.
Not
Ella's
over their
helping
head.
Ella. What's Ella's HP?
Ella, she's not as much down as others, but she's on 26 now.
Oh my
I'm
god,
on 11.
you tanky
She
bitch.
did get walloped. It's alright, she can cure, so don't panic.
Arthrin is on 3.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Holy crap.
Right.
He's still conscious.
Before you cast any spells, Ella. Before you cast any spells, Ella. Brüz is going to call forward the totem of the bear.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, hold on. No, not the bear. It's not the bear.
Unicorn?
It's the unigoat.
Go.
Yay!
The unigoat totem appears.
Okay.
And so, beside
better.
Brüz, a large semi-spectral goat with a single horn out of one side of his head appears.
Okay, yeah.
And just stands there beside Brüz, sort of with a vacant goat expression on its face, chewing invisible food. And I will read out the effect of such a thing in one moment.
Sure thing.
Eirys had already given Arthrin a potion of healing.
Oh, thanks. How? Man, that was a big explosion.
I need to teach you to be more aggressive.
The chest even open after all that?
Oh yeah, it's open. I mean, it's unlocked.
The lock is definitely broken after that
Okay.
stealth check. Yeah.
So
It's just locking it without saying the watchword before the lock was unlocked enacts the explosion. So it's open.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, in
I bet it was in the journal somewhere.
No. Well, maybe.
is that so? Any within a 30-foot radius of Brüz, essentially. So the unicorn spirit lends its protection to those nearby. You and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. Not really important at the moment. If you cast a spell using a slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice within the aurora also regains hit points equal to your druid level. So basically, every healing spell within the aura gets an additional 2 hit points.
Okay.
Okay, an additional 2. Plus 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yo's gonna healing word at second level, Ella.
Arthur's going to neck the healing potion that Eirys has just given him.
Kira's just standing awkwardly near Eirys and Arthrin.
3.
Nuru needs healing,
4,
so let's
5, 6.
heal Nuru.
6 points of healing for Arthur.
So
Eirys
who is
Ella, you get 10.
Nice.
plus? Is that including the +2?
Yeah. I got
There you go.
+4.
Any spell slot healing gets +2. So who still needs healing?
I mean, we all got
Nuru
it.
does.
mean-
I've got 11.
Some of us are real bad.
Arthrin?
Arthur's up to 9.
Arthur and
He's peachy keen.
Peachy keen at 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Brüz is going to walk over to Arthrin, put his hand on the shoulder, and cast
Oh, hi.
Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Oh, hell.
Go, Arthrin, my boy. You really should be careful around fire. It burns people, you know. And I'm pretty sure that
I'm gonna.
third level.
I tell you what. I think I forgot something. He's wearing the scale armor of the
Oh yeah.
of the
It'd be reduced.
that you found. So actually 31 was actually 15. So he isn't as badly damaged as I've told you that he is. I apologize.
Yeah.
May I take back my healing potion?
Yes. Give it back. Give
Yep.
it back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yay.
Okay. Well, I'll only do it at second level. Then you can get 2d8 plus 4.
Sure thing.
Carol,
So that's 15 points of damage.
That's-
That's fine. Yep.
14 points of healing plus
Okay.
2, so that's 16 points of healing.
So yeah, he's now looking much better. I apologize for that oversight. I keep on forgetting what equipment my characters have on. Yeah,
he's got cool
Also,
shit.
he does.
Arthrin has
Don't we all?
cure wounds, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Does anybody need it?
He-
Sorry.
No.
Sometimes I forget my
Needs a
own.
strong
I guess
word.
Nuru is the most hurt now.
Arthrin casts Cure Wounds. What is that? It's a D8 plus his Wisdom modifier.
+2 because of Bruce's healing thingy.
You heal
Yes,
8
plus 2.
points, Nuru.
Because of the unigoat.
The Unigoat.
Yes.
Thanks,
Bang.
Scruffy.
That's fine.
Once everyone looks like they're getting healed, etc., he'll go check out the chest.
Yeah. It opens, and the horde of the bandits is 2,300. How many of you are there, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say 2,100 gold pieces.
Oh, goodness me.
Fun.
Dang.
How
There-
much did we get from the bodies as well? I didn't write any of that down.
Oh, crumbs. Yeah.
I don't think that's been split up yet.
Wasn't
There
it?
was 20 and 20 from Nuru's discoveries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all just piled that together. So it was 20 platinum and 20 gold is what I heard.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's what
Yep.
we got.
67
that.
gold and 10 platinum from everybody else. So 87 gold and 30 platinum from what was on the bandits' personages, on their person. And there's an additional 2,100 gold in this chest, along with 4 gemstones. Let me
4. Nice.
I'll throw
What
them.
kind?
I'll throw them in the chat just so that you guys are aware of what they are and their base value. The characters don't necessarily know that, but it's sensible for you guys to know that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And as well as that, in amongst the gems, a pair of earrings as well. Very beautiful, ornate.
Oh, that would be the
um,
prize for the thingy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
the job board.
Looks to be kind of like a golden sort of outline in the shape of teardrops, and the gems, and they're very small but very, very vibrant and beautiful red gemstones within the teardrop sort of design.
Nice.
How much was the job for? What do you think's worth more?
It's worth 2k, wasn't it?
That's a pretty good price.
Mm.
You
Damn,
guys,
it's like
I
better
mean, they're
than the 5
probably
gold we were
worth
originally
more
signed up
unless
for.
they're putting money in for sentimental value.
Mm.
Toss up.
I mean, you got the pieces
I
of
would
paper.
probably just cash in the reward because saves you the effort of finding somebody to buy them.
I mean, like, it's not a problem. There's fences everywhere.
But are there fences that could? Well, all right. I mean, if you say it's likely.
I don't know if they're worth any more than 2,000 though.
Can I try and identify the value worth of these earrings?
Maybe they're
I will
magic.
help,
Are you
please.
casting
from my
identify
shitty past.
on the earrings? Or
Good
I don't
idea.
have
I mean, there's a
identify,
pearl
I'll
right
just
there.
Gonna look at them
Oh,
and just be like,
will-
how much do they look like value wise?
In that case, I'll assist.
What gems do they contain?
take an investigation with advantage.
If it was magic, I would not assist. You're on your own power.
Investigation, that becomes a dirty 20.
Sure. So that
Thank you for the advantage. Went from a 4 to a 17.
very nice. So yeah, you definitely see the fine work here. And they're sort of large, dangly. The chain that kind of links up to the hooks that go into the ears are very, very finely made. And yeah, the gemstones are polished to a beautiful sheen. They kind of came out of a little pouch that was in amongst the gemstones. Not even a pouch, like a box that's really, really finely made as well. Really, really valuable. You'd get you figure that they're probably worth in the hundreds, maybe even pushing 1,000 gold pieces from what you see of the work.
Probably pushing around 1,000. So giving them back's probably better for us.
Yeah, let's be good people.
Hey, sometimes
We'll make
it pays
less
more
likely
than
for them
starving
to
on.
arrest us later.
Not always.
Cool. So you guys have spent a bit of time looting the bodies.
How much money did we get?
Good
That
question.
was the 2,100 from the box, which would be 300 each. If we split that
300
even.
each? Okay.
And then whatever was on the bodies, however that's being divvied out.
Even. Why not?
87 gold, 30 platinum.
Okay, each.
If that's even being divvied out.
That's in
It
total
is.
from the bodies.
Kira basically just did the
300
pile thing.
each, and then from the bodies is
Where's calculator? Because no, 0.0. So divided by 7. It's going to be 4 each and like 1 left over. No. 7 of us. Yeah, 4 each is 28. And then that leaves 2 platinum pieces left over. So 4 platinum
So,
each, and then
how much
2
from-
2 left for however you guys want to divvy that.
I
Yell
mean,
won't ask for the extra.
We'd have a party fund,
I'll just
you know,
split
like
the
a
two
kitty
with
for the
Eirys.
essentials, like tea and coffee making facilities.
I mean, did you guys see Kyro just kind of one-shotted the Trag guy? I think the 2 platinum should go to Kyro.
okay.
Eirys does this. To Kira.
I give her money. I give her money.
Oh, okay.
So it was split the last 2, so one and one.
I'll just give you both of them. It's fine.
And then it's 12 gold each with change left over. 12 times 7 is
82.
You're looking at me directly.
82. No, 84.
I panicked.
77 plus 7 is 84.
God damn it.
So how many do
That's
we?
okay. It's not like I do this professionally or anything.
So
much
that's
do we
84. That
get?
leaves 3 gold. So it's 12 gold each with 3 left over.
Okay.
I've
Right,
Write
shown
it down in
being
the
divvied out.
write down in the chat how much money everyone has.
So, and how much platinum? Because there was definitely platinum.
so
down
far it's 312 gold and it's
That's
4
platinum.
plat.
there. Okay.
Okay.
We can
Alright.
we can say that's fine. Like, who cares if a couple
Okay.
of gold pieces go wanting, right? Just leave them on the ground or whatever.
No.
No.
Never.
Okay, so it's at this point while you guys are transferring all the
Counting
funds
gold
and
pieces.
popping the
into a little vial.
gemstones and the earrings in the bag of holding, I guess, for the time being, just to keep them safe. That
Yeah.
one of the kind of unconscious bandits, it's been half an hour, 40 minutes by now, just kind of goes,
Nick the pearl though.
oh god,
Oh, Brüz walks over, leans in very, very close, smiles wide with his golden eyes, goes, "Oh, good afternoon, sunshine. Glad to see you could join us. How are you feeling?"
and he vomits over the earth kind of thing that's holding him in place. The poison that's still kind of, the wasp venom in there has been making him feel pretty icky.
Okay.
What do we even need these guys for now, anyway?
I mean, there
We
might be
could,
one.
we could like bring him in and get like a bounty on him.
There wasn't one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Ask him.
Hey, did you have any other stuff besides that chest?
Oh, fuck.
Your
Okay.
leader's dead. You're not going to get punished for it, so just tell us.
Okay. Literally, for all I know, that was it. Listen. Oh, fuck. Like a giant wasp. Who...
Do you want me to kill him now, or?
No, don't kill me, please. Just let me go. I'm no threat. I'm no threat. I promise. I'll go back to farming. I promise.
No. Oh. So you're a farmer before this. Oh. So you have a profession.
Why are all these
What
farmers?
did you learn about being a bandit?
Trag gave me 57 gold pieces and told me there'd be more. I was the toughest guy in the village. I'm sorry.
The only reason you're alive is because you got hit by a wasp instead of one of these guys' knives. Is that really worth your life?
No.
How much gold is your life worth?
Now, did you have a family in your farm that you worked on?
No.
Were you hoping to have a family eventually?
Oh. What?
Why are
Kind
we
of looks
asking
around.
this
He's
guy
like,
weird questions?
what? Why? What?
Basically,
please.
we're trying to work out if you're worthy to be let go and go back to farming.
What's your name?
Oh.
If we ask his name,
Wouldn't it be funny if it was Zach? Do you remember Zach?
Wacky Zach.
He was a
what a guy.
god.
There's only one Wakizaki.
My name is Ted.
Ted's a dumb name. Ted.
His name's Ted.
You know
Hey
that's
Ted, you know that guy who promised you wealth and fame? He's now a water feature. He's making a pond there, a red pond.
Sounds like
You might not be able to recognize him
starts
because his
laughing
head is no
loudly.
longer with his body, but that is Trag. He's making a mess.
his eyes are kind of glaze over, and he goes, "Oh, that's actually quite tasteful placement." Oh, sorry. Yeah. Fuck.
what a funny name, Ted.
So,
Back to farming. You're a terrible bandit,
Listen.
and Trag was a terrible leader.
I mean, it was lucrative. We had a lot of gold in that chest.
I got a question
Did
for
you
him.
though? Because now
I
it's
got
our
a
gold.
question for him.
It was a lot of gold. It was a lot of gold. We were ready to kind of take a trip to Salem Water.
I got a question.
Uh,
How many people did you kill?
Uh-oh.
Very good question. Theodore, would you be so kind as to reveal
Be
to
honest.
us the number of people you've
Be honest.
taken the lives of?
I'm not gonna immediately kill you if you've killed people.
I'm gonna kill you if you keep wasting my time. Just answer.
7.
And
That's a
how
good
many of
number.
them begged for their life?
Oh, that's a very good question.
They all did.
And of those that did, how many did you let live?
I think the answer to that is 0, as he said 7.
Ted, you do like dramatic pauses, don't you? Can you just answer their questions so we can go home? I'm
7.
getting bored.
7. They all pleaded for their life. I didn't spare them. Just
So why should we spare you?
there's a little kind of like bit of bile that kind of spills out of his lips. Fucking do it then.
Ted, where is your farm?
That's
Where
not
was your
the
farm?
way to answer that question.
Teddy.
Ooth's
I don't
Heath.
got anything else to say to him.
Ooth's Heath,
Well-
alright?
Okay, cool. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to let you go. You're going to run back to your farm, live an honest life on that farm. Should we ever need a place to stay, your door will be open to us. Free food.
I don't want to go to this guy's house.
We don't have to.
Yeah, sure. I'm getting mixed vibes from you people.
Oh,
I
you
don't
will
wanna
get that
argue with this guy.
consistently. That's a good sign.
Are you letting me go or are you killing me?
We're letting you go. You're not worth my...
You didn't answer her question.
The answer is yes. Should you ever come to Ooth's Heath, I will offer you accommodation and food. If you let me go.
Seems good.
All right.
Just
If we
get
ever
out of
catch
here.
you again,
Friends.
we ever catch you being a bandit again, this
Oh,
is
if we
going to be
ever-
so much worse next
If we
time.
ever catch
We'll
you
make
again,
sure
I'm-
we spare you to do
If we
this.
catch you again,
10
I'm
times worse.
starting with your eyes.
Oh
God's
god.
have mercy
With the
on you.
eyes.
Your
Oh,
eyes
no.
fuck me off.
Kyro
I
looks
just-
bigly amused.
Start with one eye so that he can at least see the rest that's happening to him.
He just kind of closes
None of
his
them-
eyes. He closes his eyes and closes his mouth and just kind of starts breathing deeply and just kind of
Just
keeps
let
himself
the
to
damn
himself.
guy
Just-
go
just-
at this point.
Don't be sadistic about it. Just let him go. If you're gonna let him go,
Brüz takes the
Okay,
mold
I don't
earth
judge
and
your
kind of
hobbies.
stands him up straight, and then releases him down to his feet, where his
Yeah.
feet are still anchored in place, but his hands are now like free but bound.
Yeah. He's
So he's
still
now
bound.
standing.
He's still tied up by the rope that Kyro tied him up with earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's now just come to realize that not only was he earthen bound, but he was actually ropen bound too.
Kyro will untie the rope.
All right. I'm gonna go
Are we
now.
doing this?
Hey Teddy, one more question.
Yeah.
Who are these other fuckers? Should we spare them or just kill them?
I mean,
Oh
if
yes, there's a couple more who have not yet come to consciousness.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
listen,
Who's this
listen.
one here?
Okay. Listen. I don't know who the fuck you people are. You could clearly kill me with a click of your fingers. You're choosing not to. I propose. You put these magic, like, earthen walls down. You give these two to me. You leave us be. And I'll make sure that we
what?
go.
So you can go back to being bandits.
I am not going to go back to being a bandit. Because you will kill me if I do. I'm aware of that.
Oh.
Sure, and you make sure they know.
Yeah, I'll take him back to
Brüz-
Oofsy
Brüz-
for what the fuck. Like, listen, do you guys not have anything better to do? Just leave us alone, all right?
Not right now.
Yeah, it's
drops
true, we
the,
do have better
mold
things to
earth
do than
on
this.
the other two.
We actually just got very rich from this, so
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah, we
thanks,
can go shopping.
thanks for looting us for the last 6 months.
No, thank you for collecting.
Well, you
all the
looted
work.
it from other people.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing it all together for us.
Well, I suppose that makes you about as good as me then.
Ted, what the fuck are you still
No,
doing?
no,
Oh,
no.
no,
You,
we're much
you took them,
better
you took them
than
from
you.
random travelers. We took them from murderers. We're not the same.
He kind of glances to his left and to his right to the guys that are there.
They've been dropped out of their earthen thingos and then just lying on the ground.
Long
Bound.
time.
Fuck,
Get all my rope back.
fuck this.
Brü-
He turns and he
Brüz leans in before he lets the earthen boots off of Ted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Brüz just leans in quietly once more and goes, "Be kind to others and be polite. It will get you a lot further in life next time." And then he waits for Ted to take a step and walk away, and then he puts up a little trip hazard, mold earth, to trip him over
Okay.
once more before he gets away with the others.
Yeah. So
Just as
like,
he goes to step away, just trips him like
failed
face
the
down again,
failed the deck save. he falls. Yeah.
Enjoy the trip home.
and then Brüz helps him up.
Mhm.
He goes, "You should be very careful. There are trip hazards everywhere," and helps him up, smiling,
Okay.
and then sort of like ushers him over to help his comrades who hopefully are starting to come to.
Yeah, effectively, like as they're groggily coming,
drag.
as they're coming to, he kind of like helps them to their feet, and they kind of end up staggering further down the road, just frankly to get further away from you. Yeah, so they have
Well, that was
left.
interesting.
Brüz then
Yeah.
goes and entombs, earthen
Yeah.
entombs all of the bodies that were around.
Sure. So you make the hole that the treasure chest was in bigger over a bit of time, and
Yeah.
yeah, that becomes a bit of a burial site.
Mass grave.
Indeed.
Which which way were they heading? Is it going to be like that awkward thing where they're staggering along, where we head back, we're going to catch up to them and see them again?
Catch up to them down the road.
Bye again.
You get the sense.
Hello,
It'd
Teddy.
be funny.
You get the sense that they're not particularly keen on being seen by going back to any big communities, because you gather they're wanted men. So they've headed further into the woods.
Okay, so it's not going to be that awkward thing. We've already said goodbye, and then we run into them again. It's like, or you go the same way for a bit. It's like, oh, this is awkward. We shouldn't say goodbye yet.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a yeah. All right. So, are we gonna hang out here or head back to the city?
Let's head back, get our money.
How many farmers are just ending up like this?
Aren't too many dumb farmers there are.
I grew up with farmers.
Well, you're clearly not a dumb farmer.
Keeps his opinions to himself.
They're not dumb. They're just, education's expensive.
You can make a... Yeah. Okay, so you guys are heading...
Sometimes it can be more about where they can learn, not what they can learn.
Okay, so while all of that awkwardness is happening, Ella kind of slips away, unnoticed. Well, Eirys notices, but yeah. Ella, you move out of earshot, so Eirys sees Ella go, but isn't able to hear what happens next. What are you going to do, Ella?
So she is going to... I believe I have got the spell slot available. Just double check. She is going to send a message to her mum.
Okay.
And yeah, she's gonna say, "We need to talk. Meet me outside the temple at midnight."
Okay.
That's it.
The reply comes. Ella, I can do that. Please come alone.
She doesn't reply.
Well, yeah, you can only, sending is just a single use. So yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't.
You come back to the group seeing the bandits that were apparently encased in stone staggering away, half dragging themselves across the floor. Sick. One retches against the trunk of a tree. Yeah. Cool. So you guys are going to head back to town then? We'll say that by the time you get back, it's early evening sort of time. Yeah, so the sun is starting to set, and yeah, the farmers and various workers, some of the people in the robes of the Arcanum Academy seem to be returning to whatever lodging they call home in this moderately sized town. Cool. What would you guys like to do?
Get our money.
Okay. The guardhouse seems as sensible a place as any to head back to, and a couple of guards are at the door. They see you approach. They kind of almost sort of like stand a little bit closer, further to attention as they see you. Good evening. Can we help you?
We've got a bounty to turn in from the job board to do with Trag Ironturnt and the fact that he's now dead.
Yeah, quite dead. Quite dead.
It's gross. Please take this.
Take what?
It's in my bag.
What's in Eirys's bag? Sorry,
Where should we go to?
It's his head, so don't be shocked.
You have the head of Trag Ironturnt.
Yeah, it's gross.
Do you know what he looked like?
Please.
Look,
we have
Will
a
Max,
vague.
just take us to...
We have a vague description. I mean, if you want to come in, we'd have to verify that before we went any further.
All right. Well, don't puke or anything, because I told you that we have his head, and it's gross.
Look, if you
Lead the
want
way,
a decapitated head, we can
idea.
pull it out of the bag of holding, or we can do it inside where there's not going to be any civilians that could walk past.
Passive,
call.
Do you really want to traumatize poor children?
Passive persuasion of Yell. That's a good point. why don't you come in?
Brüz,
You kind of
Brüz makes the distant sound of like crying children. Like,
you kind of like his ear crops up. His ear crops up. He's just like, some pretty bad parenting in this town, and he opens the door. The two guards kind of take you into the central sort of holding space. It's a fairly moderately sort of equipped sort of garrison, a large sort of room, and yeah, you guys step inside. He kind of turns to you, goes, "Well, I can go and get Captain Laterson if you need me to. I just would. It would be advantageous if I was verified that your story is true. You understand? I just want to make sure that you guys."
Yeah.
Shone the head.
You're just kind of looking around the room.
Be easier.
I toss him the head.
Toss it. Gross.
I can
Verified?
for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Why don't you go get the captain?
Okay, I'll be right back. Great. Okay. He kind of doubles back. The second guard is kind of left in there with you. He's just stony silent, just staring at all of you, just like,
Would you like to hold it?
"No, I'm good, thanks."
Do you want to make him talk?
I mean, holy sweet mother of all that is holy. No.
oh, Arthrin, do that joke from before. That was a good one.
This is a good example of the kind of context in which that isn't appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people wouldn't get it, you know.
Yeah. So sorry, we did kill him. It's for real. Oh no, I with you. Thank you so much. Trag has been plaguing the roads around Farnloth for a long time. Appreciate your help. That's really
You're welcome.
We're very, very grateful. I'm sure. Again, the door opens from the room that you're in, and in steps in a set of armor that's actually very similar to the one that you've seen on Kylam before, an armor of the captain of the Guard of the Empire. Human male. Kind of thick, sort of matted, pretty unkempt sort of brown hair, and a sort of stubbly sort of beard that indicates, like, I don't know, maybe he's not massively thinking about taking care of his appearance. He steps forward. My name's Captain Laterson. I've been informed that you have slain Trag Ironturnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is...
We got his head.
I mean,
You want to take a look?
I have it on... I have it on...
Oh, Yell's still holding it. Just like...
Oh. Yes.
What should we do with it?
That is him.
Do you need it for like putting on a pike or anything, or do you not do that here?
That's not how I would envisage the town of Farnloth to operate. It's a bit archaic, but no, he looks like he's lost weight since last time I saw him.
Definitely.
That's a good one.
A bit, yeah.
Now
I think you'll find him quite harmless now.
I hope so. I'm fairly sure necromancers require the head as well, so there's no risk of any zombieism. At least
he'd be a pretty harmless zombie. What's he gonna do?
That's right. Now, I don't know if you looked, but he's been plaguing the surrounding area for a long time. Over a year now. His operation's been growing. He's been becoming more ambitious. I had an import coming in from Trine City, which was ransacked, and there was a pair of earrings in there for my betrothed. You wouldn't have happened to have come across them when you were
The ones on the job board.
Yes, I did put a note out that it was alongside the bounty on Trag was a note about the earrings. Did you come?
We are just such good people. We just want to help, and so we went out of our way to make sure we acquired those as well.
That's
because we're good people.
That's fantastically great of you.
Earrings.
Yeah, it's a small sort of box, black with a sort of silver line over the kind of left-hand side of it.
And congratulations on your engagement.
Well, thank you very much. Wow, this is the kind of stuff that good days are made of. My goodness. Thank you. He kind of clicks his fingers. There's a chest in the reserve. Let's see if we can count out 3,000 gold pieces for these people. Step 2. And within the next few minutes, you are delivered 2,000 gold for the bounty on Trag's head, in this case, literally, and an additional 1,000 gold pieces for the retrieval of the earrings.
Nice.
3,000 gold pieces. In fact, he does this little head count. Let's round that up to 3,500. Give them 500 gold pieces each.
That is most gracious of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry, I missed your name because they ran off. Because obviously, head kind of gross. We missed what your name was.
Laterson. Marcus Laterson.
Captain Marcus Laterson. I'd like to serve the city of Farnloth.
Well, absolutely. I've actually been, if I may be so bold as to guess, you are the adventurers who entered town a few days ago.
Absolutely, that's us.
Correct, yes.
Been busy dealing with the day-to-day minutiae. You wouldn't be very much interested in it, but no. Your presence is noted, and your contribution to keeping the peace is very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. I really.
Well, thank you.
It is our pleasure.
Is there
We certainly wouldn't want to come in and ruffle any feathers.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Having met with the high priest at the temple, he seemed very glowing in his adulation of you. From what I could derive.
Did he?
Well,
yes.
You're just passing through.
We go way back.
You're just passing through town, correct?
Yeah, you may have met my good friend Kylan, Captain.
Oh, okay. Yes, Kylan. Kylan Stonecrest. Yes.
We actually arrived with him. We're just stopping for a while.
Yes, he mentioned. You know what? He mentioned you. He did mention.
Of course, we had to just drop in and say hello to the high priest, of course.
That's good. It's good to pay respects. I mean, not every adventurer feels as duty bound as you clearly do.
We're not just any adventurers.
I don't doubt it. Trag has been a thorn in my side for a long time. Thank you. I hope that the coin goes towards something useful.
Absolutely, it will. Hopefully,
probably a lot of health potions.
Yes, well, I'm sure that you could employ the service of someone perhaps a little bit more enchanting. In fact, I don't know if you know it. On the side of the Arcanum Academy is what's his name? One of the
Ickleberries?
That's the one. That's the one. He kind of
You're quite familiar with the Ickleberries.
Oh, is that so? He directly makes eye contact with you, Ella, and just keeps on going. He doesn't twig at all. He doesn't twig.
She waves at him. No, nothing.
No,
okay, cool.
Nothing.
Nice to know I'm famous in this town.
Appreciate all the work that you've done. Please do.
Name's Ella Ickleberry.
Ella Ickleberry, not one of the Ickleberries.
The one and only.
This is awkward. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. I mean, obviously,
It is awkward. It is.
It is.
Well, if you'd been wrong, then it would have been like, what, do all gnomes look the same to you? So, yeah, I don't blame you.
There you go. You've all done the town of Farnloth a generous service. Thank you. If there's anything else I can do, I will be happy to help you. Is there anything else?
No.
I believe that's it. I hope we see you again. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for the work.
I mean, if Ella, if Miss Eckleberry is among your group, I will perhaps ask your grandfather to send any messages in case anything else comes up. Should you be interested in acquiring more gold, I would consider this more than sufficient proof of your competence, and I imagine people in your line of work would be keen to have a direct contact to any future employment.
Yeah.
I do like gold and beating up bad guys. Two of my favorite things.
Yeah, you've done very, very well. Have a wonderful evening, and please conduct yourselves as appropriately as one can in the tavern or wherever you may be staying.
We always do.
We have
Thank you.
special.
I don't doubt it. Take care of yourselves.
You too. As I walk out, I look at the guard who I toss the head to, and I go, "You've got red on you."
Sean, you've got red on you.
You got the reference.
Yeah, man. Freaking hot fuzz. I'm kidding. Right.
No,
So
Sean.
I know. Yeah. So
Oh wait, shit! No, it's World's End, isn't it?
they're all good movies. I mean, I don't know anyone else who's actually seen The World's End. But yeah,
I have.
good movie. I like it.
All the Cornetto trilogy.
So
Yeah.
you guys can head back to the Hostel Calnia if you want another night's rest, or if there's anything else anyone else wants to do. I know that Ella's meeting with Mum at midnight. What's on the
Brüz.
docket?
I would like
Brüz.
to drink.
The final like talk over thing of what the plan is for the Cheryl heist.
Indeed.
So further to that, Brüz was actually going to do a walk past, but disguise self to do so.
Okay.
And just kind of take a last sort of soak in as to the way that we left was via that kind of garden gate
Yes.
that was not really guarded. So
Yeah.
he's going to walk kind of past that gate first, just to see if there's anybody there,
Mhm.
like anybody standing out front, whether or not there's any acolytes there.
So there's a
and
moderate.
just do
Yeah. Carry
a
on.
walk around, basically.
Sure. So there's a moderately sized main road that goes past the temple directly, and then on into some farming sort of fields and farmhouses and the like beyond. And on the right hand side, as you go along that road past the temple, is the perimeter fence for a large ornate garden. It's a garden that goes up to the back of the temple, which you guys used when you were jumping out of the building when you were doing investigation a few days ago. Some hedges that apparently beyond overdue for sort of like trimming and various sort of shapes and stuff, and flowers that are looking like they're coming back to life after, because this is about springtime / early summer. Over that way you can see Cheryl Novaste's kind of homestead, which is made up of what appeared to be a couple of corridors that branch out from the main kind of door, and then almost like a bit of a circular sort of center sort of huge column that goes up to the second and potentially even a third story. You're not sure from here. There appear to be walls of various sort of shapes and directions that make up the architecture of the place. You don't know how that translates to what it looks like inside. If you wanted to get a closer look, you could vault the fence and take and try and go across. You don't know if that would attract any attention to you.
At this point, Brüz is just doing the essentially the drive by, with windows up, just kind of doing the roll by to check out the gate to see if there's anybody actively manning the gate. Then
doesn't appear to be.
Just kind of sort of do the perimeter, and then kind of considering where the gate is like one side, where the temple is another side, and there'll be like a triangular, potentially kind of third or fourth side to this estate.
Yeah. So effectively, the road as it goes past kind of branches off to the left, and then the perimeter fence breaks off, and it kind of opens up to a wider sort of field that you imagine is for farming. You can follow that fence all the way around. It goes around the back of the manor house, and you do a full lap. It looks like there's a roof that's on the top of this sort of central circular sort of architectural center of this building, and then on the first floor there are a number of sort of angled rooms. You kind of try and take a look through the windows. It looks like they might be sort of like ornate spaces within. It's difficult to see, and as you make your way around to the other side and rejoin, the alleyway on the other side is darker, and it's perhaps leading into a more kind of run down end of town. So you go behind another building that completely cuts off the temple from view and the manor house. But you can you end up taking the first right that you can see, and it takes you back down a narrower sort of road, rejoins the main road, and then you're back at the front of the temple.
Okay. So on that sort of far side, like the on the wrong side of the tracks kind of point, is there kind of any openings or like small creature kind of accessible breaks in the fence line, or is it like a solid?
Oh no!
wall?
It's a picket fence. It's something that's easily vaulted. It's not something that's massively guarded from what you could see from walking alongside it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not necessarily expecting anybody to break in necessarily, or at least if there are any safeguards on the homestead, it might be on the windows and doors of the house itself, not necessarily on the picket fence around it.
Like an alarm spell or something.
You don't know?
That's what I would expect, but
Brüz is going to like do the lap and then kind of end up back where the gate was that we left the first time.
I mean, you get. I'm going to jump in. You get a clear view across that sort of garden space to where the front door is, and you see it open, and a figure kind of leaves. And from what you can see, it looks like it might be Cheryl kind of saying goodbye to a guest. Looks to be, I don't know, difficult to see, but it's a humanoid who kind of shakes his hand, and they pass a couple of comments. He turns and returns like down the path towards the temple, which isn't so. The path breaks. It turns right towards where you are, where the gate is, and then it goes left, which curves around back into the back entrance to the temple that you came out of last time when you were a stoat
bug.
Were you a bug? You were like a
centipede at the time.
Okay, yeah.
We were stoats and then we were centipedes or something.
Little beetles.
Yeah.
I was a beetle. He was a centipede.
Yeah, and Brüz was a centipede.
So he kind of walks away, and then the doors close behind.
Okay, so what time of day is this now? Like this is an evening kind of thing, or is this a late afternoon?
The sun is setting. The sky is orange. If you went straight here from your collection of the bounty, then the sun is pretty much set by the time that you've done. In fact, you know what? The sun will have set, and darkness will have fallen by the time you finish that lap.
Yeah, good. Okay, so just at that point, Brüz will just kind of make note of like the fact that sort of Cheryl seems to be mostly at home and mostly alone of an evening, and then kind of turns back and heads back to the tavern to meet the others. And when he gets within like 120 odd feet of the tavern, he does a run of messages and sort of says to Nuru to yell to Arthrin, to Eirys, to Kyro, and then finally to Ella. But the Ella gets a message saying, "Nothing to worry about. Have a good night." And then everyone else gets, "When I get back, we meet by the blackboard."
Someone get the spoon.
And nothing else.
Looks at Eirys.
It's Brüz's spoon.
Brüz will bring the spoon.
Brüz has the spoon. It's in his pocket.
Arthrin,
everyone knows.
without a word, Arthrin stands up, walks to the bar, says something to the bar person. You guys can't tell what he says, but you see the barman kind of go like, huh. And then turn around, go into the kitchen, come out with this wooden spoon and hand it to Arthrin. Arthrin takes it, comes down, sits, just like...
Looks very suspiciously at Arthrin.
I'm ready to go.
You forgot the drinks.
I have not only bought us all the board, but I put down 5 gold pieces each for as much as you wanted to drink. As my thank you for fucking giving me all that money. Jesus Christ. It was 500 gold pieces each, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. So he's bought you board and as much as you want to drink.
Oh wait, we all.
So
got
I'm guessing
500 each?
like 15 minutes later,
Arthrin's the party farm.
Brüz comes through as the old man, not as himself.
During that time while Brüz was away,
Oh yes, yeah, go for it.
Eirys was
Oh, yes.
sat with Yell privately, and they were just going through. So basically,
Wait, Kyro's trying to stay within like 30 feet of you, just in general.
that's fine.
Okay.
You can say it like
Okay.
nearby, but she's sort of having like a private discussion with Yell. So
Sure thing.
basically, out of game RP.
Yeah.
Essentially, this isn't actually like how Eirys is learning the whole poison thing, and it's so many hours. This isn't anything to do with that. Basically, at our next level up, Eirys is going to take a feat that gives her more proficiencies, and she's going to use it for like deception and persuasion. So essentially, role playing. Yell said he would teach her a few tricks, just to sort of give that a narrative reason for why she would suddenly become better at persuasion and stuff. So they're just going to sit there and talk through like tips and stuff, if that's all right with Yell.
How to, yeah.
And we
how
can,
Yeah,
to
cool.
yeah, we can say that
win friends and alienate people.
Basically, yeah.
we can say that you're doing that regularly up until your next level up, at which point the
Yeah.
proficiency is taking place. That is very, very neat. I like that a lot. Nice work. Cool.
Yell joins in training at some point.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do before we get to Ella at midnight?
Depending on what's going on with this board thing.
That's a good point.
We're having a board meeting.
Is Ella not supposed?
Well,
Is
I
Ella
think
not
I think
supposed to
I think
be
what
here?
might work well. Yeah, I was about to say I think what might work well, especially being that it's sort of like Ella's not supposed to know, so she has plausible deniability.
Yeah,
that
Kyro's just asking.
she
like,
gets
is
the
Ella
message
not
going,
supposed to be here?
Brüz might have just said in the sense of like the message going, "Have a lovely night," and like nothing more. That when Ella's not there, Brüz is kind of just sort of suspecting that she's like gone up to a room or something, and so thinks nothing more of her absence.
Kyro actually does plan to talk to Ella, assuming that we have this meeting thing about robbing Cheryl tomorrow or wherever. So
Okay.
that's interesting.
If you want to do that tomorrow, that will be something we come to probably on our next lesson. No, next
No,
lesson.
it'd be today.
Next lesson.
No, what I'm
Role play.
No,
Oh
what
my
I'm
goodness.
saying is, after they have this meeting, he's probably gonna maybe try to find Ella.
Okay. Meeting at midnight. You guys eating and dining and having backboard meeting. If this meeting is going to take more than like 3 hours, then you're not going to be able to find Ella. I imagine it's probably not going to. So you can say that we can say that Kyro finds Ella before midnight, so you have an opportunity to talk to her. I'm wondering maybe if it might be worth doing a bit wibbly wobbly timey wimey and having the planning meeting that is happening now at the start of our next session,
Yeah.
so that you
I
guys
don't mind
what's going on.
yeah, so you know what's going on
Yeah.
when you go into the thing, and then we can do the other bits of ancillary roleplay. Ancillary roleplay, sponsored by the Dysfunctionals. Anyway, yeah, that's the coolest phrase
Should
ever.
I do want to just clarify. Should I assume that we're going to basically tomorrow just do shopping to prepare for our long ass journey, and then we're gonna go rob Cheryl? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think we had already established that the plan
Okay.
was Cheryl's
As long as the
tomorrow
timeline's
evening.
that, then yeah, you would
Yeah.
probably maybe talk to Ella.
Cheryl's tomorrow night, and then you guys were going to skip town and head into the wastes to find Count Manlignum's castle. That would be the next stage by what you guys had talked about earlier. But yeah, for now, you have a moment after you guys do the planning meeting to find Ella if you would like to, Kyro.
Sure, just not too long. Where is Ella?
Should say that she's in a room, maybe, if she isn't at the meeting.
She'll probably be in the room.
Okay. So everyone else is like, I don't know, having dinner or whatever. Okay. He'll go up to where he's pretty sure Ella's room is and knock on the door.
She opens it.
Okay. He's like, hi. Can I come in?
Oh, hey, Kyro.
Yep.
You alright?
Yeah. He's gonna go into the room.
Come in. She closes the door.
So we just had a really long conversation about what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff, mostly shopping for, walking across a tundra. It's a tundra, right?
Yeah.
With the snow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably leaving, and I don't know when we're coming back to here. Probably.
Okay.
Just thought I'd let you know about that.
What time in the morning are we leaving? Did you?
I think we're gonna leave in the middle of the night. Is the idea?
Oh, okay. Okay, tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know if you have something important to do before then, or something.
Oh,
No,
I'll go
no.
around. Well, with shopping, I'll go around and say bye to the family. So that's fine. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
he
heads up.
looks really severe and awkward about this for some reason. She's like, okay, night. Then he leaves.
Wait.
Why? Okay. He just like pauses
Why
and is like, what?
You're looking more awkward than normal, Kyro. What's
What's
going
that
on?
supposed to mean? He's immediately offended.
What's Spill? What's going on?
Spill what? What are you talking about? What do you know?
What do you know?
Wait, what did she say? You cut out.
Clearly something is on your mind, Kyro. You're forgetting I grew up with a number of brothers and sisters.
Yeah, Droll's like that too. Your mom.
Yeah? What about her?
She exiled you.
Mm-hmm.
What
She
does that
did,
mean?
yeah.
What does that mean? You don't want her to die.
Well, no. I mean, I don't get along with my mum, but it doesn't mean I don't love her.
It's very quiet when you say that.
We have a strained relationship, but deep down, that I don't have hatred for her, and I don't
That's
wish
not
ill.
considered some sort of defect.
Sorry, what?
Like that's not weird.
That's not considered some sort of defect, is what he said.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
No. Well, no. Not in my books, anyway.
Okay.
Why are the questions?
I also don't with my parents as well. So just you seemed with your mom it's similar, so
Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
like you're not really supposed to let those things go.
Well, I think you have a choice. You can hold on to those negative feelings and let them consume you, or you can let go of those emotions and I'm kind of guessing it's easier said than done, though, with you.
He just sort of like, no, that part's not. It's... Man, you guys are just very different.
I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't let go yet. One day I will, I hope. I have still
It's
a lot of
very
resentment.
like Kyro to not explain anything.
I still have resentment and anger towards my mum.
Well, that's normal. Yeah. He just sort of like puts a hand on your shoulder.
She puts her hand on his arm and
The
squeezes
weird
it.
part is you not wanting anything bad to happen to her.
Well,
But
at the end of
it's not something I would consider that strange.
that's good. I take it you feel a bit differently about your parents then?
From what's expected? Probably, yeah.
So you're expected to feel hatred towards them.
Yeah,
And do you?
not really.
It's not a bad
Sometimes-
thing, you know.
Well, you'd say that. And that's nice of you.
I think a lot of people would say that.
Yeah, okay.
I know. It's you guys have got different set of society rules and expectations than we do have up here.
Yeah, I can't tell if what any of you guys do is at all normal. I get the impression that it's about half and half. So it's kind of a toss-up which things are what. So, but at the end of the day, the rules are just set by the society that you're a part of. So if I'm just a part of your group and I don't worry about the rest of it, then it's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to Eirys to make sure, she's not being attacked by assassins.
I think she's alright at the moment.
You don't know that.
Oh, Ella, help! We're being attacked by assassins!
What if she literally is and he's just like, see?
Sorry, I got distracted. I just had whispering in my head and I think he's just playing a prank. I'll get
He
him back
does
later.
that, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's who he is. That's what he does.
Yeah,
That's his
he's
jam.
cool. I
He is
like
cool.
him.
Good. I like him
Bye.
too. Alright,
He leaves.
bye.
Okay. Great work, guys. That's bonus XP worthy, that is. I'll talk to you about that in a sec.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Sure,
will...
never hated his parents.
Anyway, so, if there's no other orders of business, we will end the session with a midnight rendezvous in front of the temple. Sorry, Yell, over to you.
Are Ella and Yell sharing a room still?
They are, yeah.
How stealthily is Ella sneaking out?
She is
Good
going to
point.
try and do her best. She's going to try and wait until Yell has fallen asleep, and then try and sneak out.
If it's midnight, Eirys is still going to be downstairs in the tavern.
That means Kyro is as well.
So you might want to take another exit.
Go out the window, Ella! Go out the window!
You
park her out the
can
window.
certainly try.
Wait, are we on a, there's stairs. Are we on a second story? She might not want to.
Yeah, on a second story.
Imagine if their room is above the main tavern and we're just like, Ella just falls.
That would be funny, but also, no, not Ella.
Yeah.
I'm assuming if you want
Oh,
to stealth, you should take off your armor before you do so to avoid disadvantage.
I'm muted. I was muted the whole time. I'm yelling at myself like an idiot.
Oh, crumbs. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry,
About that,
I was yelling at myself like an idiot, just trying to point out that Brüz would have had held the blessing of the trickster on Ella from whenever they last she would have last used it. Brüz would have come past and kind of given her a little pat on the back to make sure that the blessing was still with her, so that from whenever she last saw Brüz, she would still have a blessing of the trickster charged up on her.
Hello?
So if she was trying to escape stealthily, she would have advantage.
Depends. How long does Blessing of the Trickster last?
As long as I hold it.
Okay.
Basically, it is held and it is left until I put it on someone else, and I wouldn't unless I knew that she didn't need it.
Okay. So if you're going without your armor and you want to try and sneak out, you can roll stealth and you can take the advantage from Blessing of the Trickster.
Woohoo!
Are you
Oh,
attempting
twice.
to sneak through the main tavern, or are you going to try and stealth out of the window, or
I mean, are we top? Are we like second floor, lower
Yeah.
floor?
Second floor.
second story?
Floor.
The second floor.
Stairs.
No, not second floor as in third story, as in the second story. So ground floor,
Ground floor, first floor.
first floor. Yeah.
12 feet up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, she's gonna go.
It'll
flat.
hurt if you fall. So.
That's why Blessing
Hang
of the Trickster
first,
is
hang and
useful.
drop. Hang and drop.
Oh,
Get a bed
thank
sheet.
God for the advantage.
Rope out of bed sheets.
I mean,
Nice.
she's definitely put the rope made out of bed sheets or something out through the window to help herself down.
Good stuff.
Oh, she does have rope, I think. Hang on.
Oh, well, even better. You won't have to take
Actual
any
rope.
time to make a rope out of the bed sheets.
I feel like that might alert.
Yeah, she has rope.
Yay!
She has rope.
Just about to
Go out
start
the
tearing the bed
window.
sheets, she goes, "Oh wait, I have rope."
As long as like Yell doesn't wake up and she's tying a rope and he was like, Ella, everything all right? Like
It's around the bed.
A lot depends on the outcome of the stealth roll.
So, my first roll, she got a natural 1. Second, thank God for the advantage, she got 17.
Thanks, Brüz.
Now, presuming that Yell has gone to bed at this point, is that a fair assumption, Yell?
It's midnight, don't know. It's yell. It changes like
You
every
want
day.
to roll for it?
What's
See
going
whether
on?
or not you've fallen asleep?
say
Yeah.
like Oddie's gone to bed, even he's still awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for that.
Even.
To
So
be
he's still awake.
a bed down in the tavern.
Okay.
So,
Um,
is he drinking or just hanging out in the bedroom, in the room?
He's probably trying to fight his
Oddie's
inner
in the
demons.
bedroom, even he's downstairs drinking.
let's keep going.
That was an odd.
Downstairs
So he's in
drinking.
the bedroom. Oh,
Didn't you say just odd
No,
downstairs
it was odd was in the bedroom, even downstairs
drinking?
drinking.
Oh, wait.
Crumbs. So
Trying,
go
trying
into
so
someone else's
hard.
room.
I
Doesn't
think
have to actually.
I think
to him.
the dice gods are telling us that Yell is in there. Ella thinks that she's on her own. She's very careful. She nary makes a single creak on the boards.
When I see him though,
Yeah,
when I see
yeah,
Yell,
Yell's
He's
there.
trying to be stealthy, right?
How
I missed
deep?
that.
How deep is this
I
rabbit hole
was saying
going?
depends on how stealthy you're trying to be.
That's true.
Yeah, it might just be like less of a stealth check now, and more of just a convince me.
Yeah.
Or
Perception
alternatively,
check.
we are downstairs, but it's not like, we're gonna like attack you if you try and leave the tavern.
No, we're gonna think it's weird maybe and follow you, but
Yeah,
we're not gonna
is
stop
it
you.
Is it important for you
I'm
to
just
get out
gonna send
unseen?
a message or something. I'm just gonna get some fresh air and then never come back.
Well, her leaving via window is suspicious.
But I mean, if she just walked past us, we'd see her walk out the
Well, that,
tavern door.
yeah. That
If
would
she
be
just
weird, and at most we'd be like, "What's up?"
Depends what
That's
she
probably
said.
it.
Okay.
She could. Ella could honestly just say,
I like
I'm
this
just
though.
gonna,
I like
I'm
her trying to escape
popping
via the
out,
window. It's fun.
popping
Yeah.
out to like Granddad's shop or whatever it was. Go.
Yeah, we
just pop out
believe
to Granddad's
that.
shop. I'll be back shortly, and go somewhere else.
I don't know if I feel comfortable letting her walk around.
Yeah,
by
if she
herself.
said that,
Yes.
I'd just track her.
Yeah, I would just
If
follow
you were
her very
like, I'm just
quietly.
stepping out the door,
This
got
is
to make
why
a
she-
call, message, you know.
Right.
Get better
Like,
signal out there.
I have 2 rogues
What are you doing,
downstairs.
I'm still
Just-
awake.
We're
we just
trying-
need to resolve what's happening.
We've got a trickery cleric and 2 rogues trying to convince the one truly good member of the party to try and convince us, the liars,
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
where's
real quick,
of the fact that she's not going out on a secret mission.
let's try to resolve the situation. Ella's sneaking out via window.
Mm-hmm.
Yell is
Right.
awake.
Yep.
It's up to Yell
Okay.
to do whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a better
Okay.
way to do it.
Okay.
We've established what's happening. So.
Yep. Ella's trying to sneak out because she doesn't want to get seen by anybody else. Yell is in the room.
Totally reasonable.
Are we overbearing?
No.
I think we are.
We must protect Ella at all costs.
Listen, if Ella dies, that's horrible.
If we were a band, it would just be like Ella and
Yeah.
the Rogues.
Ella's to be protected at all
Okay.
costs. Well,
So,
except for there are some costs that we should.
She's gonna try and obviously be stealthy around the room and try to get the window. And I'm guessing she would have then clocked that Yell is actually awake and in the room.
mm,
Because I mean, I know she has her dim moments, but she's not that daft.
She's just like,
She's just then just going to just put the rope back in her bag. Suddenly, and
All right
just
there, Ella.
turn around and then just like close the window behind her.
If you're warned, you can leave the window open. It doesn't bother me.
she just undoes
Oh,
it. She
great,
just-
cool. She puts the window back open. Oh god. Okay.
Insight check.
yep. Crack on.
Gnome's acting kind of sus.
Gnome's acting very sus.
I just want to imagine like Ella just going, oh good, so I can leave the window open. Just slowly puts the window back up and then just does a dive out the window.
Bye.
You'll hurt your ankle.
22.
22.
Oh, my insight.
That's enough.
Do you have deception?
I mean, you can attempt to try and deceive, I guess.
If you want.
Okay. For giggles, let's see. Because it's
Maybe
a
you'll crit.
0.
Even if you
It's a
crit,
plus
technically
0.
you
I
should
don't
fail.
think you can even beat that then.
It means it cannot be beaten, even if you
You
crit,
just
right?
fail then, I guess. Well, technically,
Just
you
16.
tend to roll crit
16.
succeed regardless. But
16.
Not as bad
So-
as what she's done before.
So, yep, you get a read, Yell, that the reason she is opening the window is because she is attempting to sneak out of the room without being seen by anybody else in the party.
All right, where are you going?
Nowhere. I just needed some fresh air. That was all. Just open the window.
You
That's
know,
why you're
I
going through
can
the
make
window.
us invisible so we can get out without anyone seeing. But I'm not letting you go out this time of night without someone else, i.e. me, to protect you.
Okay.
this is totally acceptable.
You guys think I am just weak or something?
No, but goddamn, I would not let myself. I would not live with myself if you got hurt.
You know I can crack skulls open, shove guiding bolts up arses.
Yeah, but we've also had a pretty tough day. How tapped are you?
Oh, fine. I'm good.
Insight check.
Well, Zoe tries to figure out.
Considerably worse at 12.
If you let her leave her.
I mean, you weren't with her for the whole combat, so you don't actually know how many spells were cast, you know. Did a bit of healing. Don't know if she's necessarily completely out of power. Yeah.
We will beat your ass if you let go of her.
If anyone finds out, you let Ella.
You will literally have all three of us smacking you with spoons. We'll get more from the kitchen.
I will not trust you with Ella's safety anymore.
I mean, the insight check that you've rolled is sufficient for you to see that it's very, very important to Ella that she goes alone.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll stand 40 feet back and just keep an eye out. I won't be in earshot of whatever it is you gotta do.
All right.
And I can make us
Thank you.
invisible, and we just go down and nobody will notice.
Oh, so you don't want to take the rope and window way? No? You don't want to abseil
Wait.
the building?
You were gonna...
Okay, alright.
Oh, yeah, you were gonna use the rope in the window. Okay. Tell you what,
I don't have
let's set it up to come back in. But to
Okay,
go out, we take the door in and we go invisible.
okay, deal.
All right.
Nice.
Easily done.
Sure.
Yell puts
Very
his hand
chic.
on Ellie's shoulder, and with the good old... Where is it? I lost it.
Is it 3rd level? Invisibility?
It would be, however, I'm using it from the thing, so it's at 2nd level, actually. So it's only one person.
Okay.
Ella, you're going to be a... Yeah. Actually,
I mean,
I'm more
Yell,
taxed than
you-
I thought. We're taking the window.
after all.
Easy enough. You guys climb out of the window
Shimmy.
and shimmy on down and make your
I
way
in front of any window.
towards the temple. About 10-15 minutes late or so, you arrive. Your mother is not at the actual temple doors themselves, but again at the path besides kind of from the main road leading through that little kind of garden way. She's there. She's looking around nervously and wringing her hands.
Moments.
Yeah, go
A
for it.
few moments before we get there, yeah, we'll cast invisibility on himself
Sure.
with the thing and just be like, I will stay about 40 feet back, just say when I should stop. But just so that you're alone, because clearly that was important.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
She.
Okay.
Yep. You gonna go?
I'm gonna head over, and I'll tell Yell when to stop.
Sure. Easy enough to do, and yeah, you appear to be completely on your own. Your mother has no reason to suspect otherwise, as she sees you approach. Okay. Well, you're late.
Let's get this over, shall we?
Well, you were the one who asked to speak with me.
Yep. Why did you have the map? Come on, I know you were protecting Mara's map, and you were keeping it from Cheryl. Why?
I didn't want him to have it.
Why?
Because Cheryl is
Because he's shady as fuck.
Cheryl is a bad person. He doesn't have the interests of the temple at heart. I don't believe that he truly understands why Helm has placed him in his position. And I wanted to prevent him from discovering the truth about Mara.
And what is the truth about Mara?
I didn't want you to know that.
It doesn't matter what you want. I need to know.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Because she's so great at those. +0. Oh, that went off the ball. Oh no, they were great. 9.
9. She kind of looks down, looks up and goes, you obviously know Mara well. You know that she was a researcher at the, for the temple.
Hmm.
I didn't want you to know what she had found.
Okay.
It was dangerous. I believe that you are already in possession of some knowledge about what that danger might be.
We are, yeah.
Ella, you've done something quite extraordinary that I was not expecting. I was not expecting you to return some months after I told you to leave Farenlath, and to not return.
Told me to leave that home, Farenlath.
I told you to leave and return when you were ready to take your place at the temple. Instead, you've returned with a group of cutthroats, with obviously an agenda for you which is completely contrary to what your family would want for you. And now you're going to go chasing this map into the wastes, chasing a danger that I never wanted you to face. Because believe it or not, Ella, I do care about you. And I do want you to find your place. I want you to know that your place is here in the temple with me and your sister.
What if my place isn't here in the temple? What if my place is out there, out of Farenlath, with my group of my friends, just spreading the good, giving help to people that need it, something which you have neglected to do for many years. People in Farenlath are suffering, and you are not doing a goddamn thing about it. You're letting Cheryl, noobhead, run the show in the temple. The temple is a place where people get cut, should go to get healed. They should feel safe. But instead, they're having to put adverts on the jobs boards for people to come into their homes because they're so desperate to get someone to heal their daughter.
What are you talking about? Ella? What are you talking about?
I had to visit someone. There was a job on the job board. There was a poor man whose daughter was poisoned. He was giving money to whoever could cure her. That's how desperate he was. He said the temple was no help. The clerics were no help. So you know what, Mother? I think it's time you get out of this temple and see the bigger picture. And as with what you think I should know and what I should be doing, that's my business, not yours.
I'm going to go to bed. I'm going
Oh,
to...
no. No, no, no. Every time I make a valid point, you always turn away and walk away. Not this time.
Ella. Ella.
Yes?
You have given me things to think about. Things to consider, and I need time to do so. What I will say is that I can see in you how much the arcane in you has grown. I know that your journey has obviously made you a lot stronger. In more ways than just understanding the way of Helm. You need to be patient. Do you understand?
Being patient. But if that is something that I must do, I will do it. If that is what Helm is asking me to do, I will do it.
She reaches out to you. Do you let that happen?
Does she tenses and you can see she thinks about taking a step back, but she doesn't.
She perceives this and she withdraws. Should you return to the temple, I think that we should speak again. I'm sorry. She turns and she walks away.
She says very quietly to herself, I'm sorry too. And she turns around and walks away.
You return, and you walk straight past Yell, who is invisible. You guess he's around here somewhere.
She's very kind of focused on what has happened and is just in her own little world thinking and stuff, so she's kind of almost forgotten that Yell's there. That Yell came with her.
You barely even notice Yell gently steer you as you were about to take a wrong turning back to the tavern. You return. The rope is there. You're both able to climb up without any issue, helping one another. You return to your room.
And who's that inside? Just kidding. No one's there.
There's a banshee. I'm kidding. Yeah, you guys go to bed.
I said Yell was going to turn uninvisible when Ella walked by.
Oh, I see. I sorry, didn't hear that.
Sorry, yeah, I was muted. I completely didn't realise. Too enthralled in the moment.
Yeah. What are you going to
Also
say?
missed my shine and buff joke.
What are you going to say, bud?
Yeah. No, it was just before we go to bed. Like, happy to walk in silence and everything on the way back. But yeah, we'll want to make sure Ella's okay before we go to bed.
Good, bro.
All right.
Getting better.
Understandable.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll lean in and give her a hug.
She hugs him back.
Whatever it is, we're all here. I know some things can't be shared, some things you don't want to share because the time's not right. But we're all here for you.
Thanks. You guys are kind of, well, you're my family. I mean, I already have a family, but you know, you're my outside family.
Well,
Second
you
family.
guys are my family.
Oh,
So
so,
we got that.
oh, so sweet. So pure.
I'm glad we could be your family.
I'm glad too.
And end scene.
Meanwhile, downstairs,
Oh yeah, yeah. What, what-
Hero.
What's happening?
Yell and Ella went to bed really early tonight to think they're having sex again.
Eirys, I think that you're being funny.
Yes, finally.
oh my god!
Fuckers never get when I'm trying to joke. I'm proud of you.
Hey,
You're coming
I've
far.
heard at least 4 jokes today.
It's because your joking voice and your regular talking voice are exactly the same.
Oh, hi, Nuru.
That's what makes it funny.
She's right. It is what makes it
I want
funny.
another beer.
Yeah, you're right. That is what makes it funny.
Arthrin, buy her more beer.
I've got it. Hey, get us some more. I've given you fucking 50 gold. We have as much as we want. We got the bar.
How did he do that? Hey, can I, out of character, when he tried to give her 50 gold, can I, like, get the remainder?
So Arthrin
I'm not drunk because I'm not drinking.
Arthrin earlier on put 50 gold behind the bar to cover bed, board, drinks, and as much as you guys wanted to eat. You know, he just gave the people
Nuru's
50
just
gold.
surrounded by
Okay.
like you know, like
I thought
one of
he was-
those
I thought-
monster hunter feasts,
Wow.
like one of those,
I thought
like
you
a big old paella and
Yeah,
like several legs of giant turkeys and.
amazing.
Sorry, I thought he gave her an additional 50.
No.
I wish.
Okay.
That covers the night, and then probably it should cover the rest of the week, but he's just being really generous. We will end the session there, ladies and gents. Holy shit! Well
I have a
played! Request, yes, go for it.
Okay, so you know a DM can give inspiration to a player.
Yeah.
So it doesn't expire like character inspiration does. They can roll with advantage at any time of their choosing.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, would recommend giving that to Ella because that was exceptional.
It was, yeah.
A lovely confrontation.
That's fair enough. I think that's fair enough. Yeah, I'm happy to go
She
along
called
with
us
that.
thugs. She called us cutthroats.
That was good role playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know who's
yeah.
been doing your job out in the world? Us, the cutthroats.
Amazing.
I don't know if you saw, but we were
Boom
literally
drop.
like drop the mic.
yeah,
I saw.
I saw. And I was like,
Drop.
I love it. Oh.
It
epic.
was great.
Just epic.
That
You
was
are
amazing.
changing the world, and you are changing Ella's mother as well. That's epic. Love it.
I figured out how to get Kira to have conversations, which is good.
Very cool. Very cool.
You're so
Um,
happy people get that she's joking.
The
I know you joked. I just didn't know you were joking about the sex stuff.
At never at any point does she think they're actually having sex. She's been joking.
He
the whole time.
realizes this now.
We are
Now
going
he's in on the
to.
joke, and he's going to be like, definitely.
We're going to end the stream there. Thank you for watching, everybody. That was crazy. We'll talk about experience points in a second, but I'm going to end the stream first. God bless you all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Love
Well
ya.
played. And remember, is it Monday yet? 2 weeks' time.
Hold.
Goodbye, Dungeons and Dragons.